only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor, no more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria, no more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media, the number one media in Nigeria, no more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you.
We are going to witness another clash between the ADC and the APC. I repeat, we are going to witness another clash, battle between the ADC, the coalition, and the APC. Now, Tinubu and the APC have been exposed.
Remember, but you see, it's indirectly or directly calling out Omoyele Sowore that you don't want to work with anybody and you want to take Nigeria. How? And this is the question I've been asking Omoyele Sowore for since Tele. Because of that, my communication with him or close to him have drastically reduced, because at the end of the day, you want Nigeria to change and you don't want to work with anybody. So how are you going? What makes Omoyele Sowore believe that he can do this alone and take Nigeria back? How? I want somebody to come into this planet today and tell me how Omoyele Sowore can achieve it. I like this particular video from Say King, although I disagree with him in most of his videos. But this particular one, calling me out, it means that, yes, this is how it's supposed to be. It doesn't matter if you like somebody or not, always call them out. At the end of the day, Omoyele Sowore is not ready to work with anybody, and you want to take Nigeria back. How are you going to do that? It's not possible. Yes, ma'am.
No worry, my mama they work on. I make una relax.
Yeah, but we need to keep talking till wait till the work materialize, mama. Because of
make una keep talking. But I just want to assure you people, your mother is looking into it seriously. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. At the end of the day, Omoyele Sowore, the reason why you are losing fans every blessed day, in case you don't know, I'm sending this message to you directly. I can send it to your WhatsApp, but it's better I speak because we're talking about things that's affecting us publicly. Yes, if you want Nigeria to be rescued from this satanic set of people, you need to work with people. All those they form Oduga and all that, you cannot do it alone. See now, the same Peter Obi where you take Panadol for a matter they destroy every day. Peter Obi was the first that calls for your release. Then when you want to acknowledge Peter Obi, your mouth can't bend. You know, that video, I could not bring it here. I mean, not come be like say they use my platform, they tackle you. But sometimes that's how it should be. It doesn't matter if we know or anything, it's not right. You want to acknowledge Peter Obi because Peter Obi, thank you. But you want to talk about Falana because say, this one a big name. I need to make video to talk about Falana. Just imagine. I'm happy now say some of your boys now they lambast at you right now. I like them. This one make me they happy. Yeah, then they beat you where. So before people like us will come, they beat you public place, naked you for public for a QR market. It's better me quickly know yourself. Come here at the verse personally, at the verse for you. You the tackle person every day. Wait till Peter Obi do you. You don't want to work with anybody, fine. You can that means the way people they talk, you can't become a local government chairman and that area. Now don't let me turn against you, my brother. I'm telling you because this my journey. So, in case you don't know, this my journey. Not know papa, you don't know mama, you don't know brother, you don't know sister, you don't know wife, you don't know children, you don't know friend, you don't know. I'm on my journey to see how Nigeria can work. So, not all those kind of stylish nepotism or favoritism, I'm not part of it. Although I'll give people room, make take change. If you not change, I'll call you out. That's all I wanted to say on that. Let's quickly come to EFCC, that is, which until this set. Man, are you satanic? Some of the people in ADC, until the slap Peter Obi, now I go address these people properly. But for now, I don't want to address them with their real name. You're by pretending not to the happen for ADC for now. Yes. EFCC, in case you they watch us, I want to remind you of something. Yes, in case you they watch us. You know, sometimes they pretend so I don't know what they happen and all that. I beg EFCC watch this.
The response on this day that says article Tinubu currently designed as destroy your bullion van plan. So the question is it because of the bullion van plan that Tinubu was saying all what he said yesterday? And tell us about, let's talk more about how bullion vans were entering somebody's house on election day in 2019. Because you see, we've not gotten to the end of that bullion van matter. If you correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure that there are polling units inside bullion van. What was money needed for an election day? Was it for vote buying? Until today, we've not heard the last of that bullion van matter. And they've also raised it now. What is this bullion van plan that the PDP campaign is saying? And what really happened? What was those bullion vans for? Did they just stroll to visit? Or what really happened with those bullion vans in the last election? Because there were pictures and videos there.
On the other question of the bullion van or no bullion van and all of that, I think that matter has been put to rest. There was no money in the bullion van. The bullion van that even came missed the address to have come there. Okay. It missed the address to have come there, and that was why the bullion van was...
But why was bullion van moving on election day? No, but I just want to get this right. You said the bullion van missed its way to come into the place.
Yes.
But that place is not a known bank, or was it a bank? I just want to get to the root of it.
There are some companies that have high staff that pay their staff with cash, okay, right? That bullion van missed his way there. Okay. And it was not invited by Asiwaju or anybody.
Concerning this bullion van issue, there was a story, in case you can go and read it, in the Cable in 2019, February 23rd, 2019, that talked about your presidential candidate actually owning up to it and saying, yeah, it is my, that have I worked in government before? Have I stolen anybody's money? No. That if a bullion, because I'm responding to the fact that you said that the bullion van missed road, which a lot of people look and say, how can a bullion van miss road like that? We don't know GPS or anything. So just to tackle the argument that you made that the bullion van missed road, he acknowledged it. He said, it's my money. I can do anything with it. And it's his money. So there's no scrutiny on him because it's his money. But the scrutiny is, it might be for vote buying. What do you say about that?
Now, my response to you, which I had already done before, is that statement was made jokingly. Reporters met with him. I was there. I was standing not too far. met with him, and there were a lot of accusations. If you know Ashwaju very well, he loved to crack jokes and crack people up most times. And he said that statement. Not that he owns it and all of that. We've seen pizza delivery van miss their road. We've seen high equipment van miss their road. And I've told you that it was a missed identity of address.
Okay.
All right, guys. The reason why I have to recapitulate back on that particular video, because I played that video so many times during the time of 2023 presidential election. All this satanic, satanical, hypocritical display of satanic ESCC right now is our duty and our responsibility to remind them that they are being biased over their pursuit of corrupt leaders. You have to start with Tinubu now. He's the president. As we even speak now, they say not that the country again. Our principal lambasted on him, earlier on. I'll put the article on the screen shortly. They are calling out. They are trying to tackle some of the leadership in ADC. What about Akpabio? People like Akpabio, the satanic Senate president. What are they doing about people like that? What are they doing with Oshomole, satanic former Edo State governor, current senator? What are they doing? What are they doing with Obaseki, satanic former governor of Edo State, Obaseki? If we have to continue to name them, James Ibori, that was sentenced to jail in the UK, came the other day with what? Oh, no. EFCC, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. It's very unfortunate that we have Nigerians who are docile. We spend our time, in most time, in inconsequentials. That's why these guys are doing what they are doing. Yes, don't get me wrong. They are chasing some people in the ADC. They say they are corrupt. But the beautiful thing about it is that they don't chase my principal. And I see say that till now, go and verify. I don't ever see where ESCC don't capital before questioning. He not there. He's not anywhere. You can't find it. That's why people like us are behind him. Yes, we don't need to drink water or give us groundnut, make we eat before we know the right thing to stand for. You wait, they tackle me for this platform. Come and tell me, talk to us here about your satanic principle. Shame not the let to even come. For now, come here. Are you supporting this one? You all will be blabbing because you cannot be bold enough to talk about your satanic principle. Invite me to your satanic platform to come and talk about Peter Obi. I will be there. Yes. Just look at how shameful. Hold on, my
boyfriend. They are talking about my senior boyfriend.
Hold on, Mama. Let me quickly finish this one. We have our guest with us now. Listen, guys. For the past, if I'm not mistaken, for the past 3 months, I can say for the past a year, 2, 3, 4 years, right? But let me consistently, for the past 3 months, all the headlines in all the mainstream medias, articles, social media platforms, all headlines, 99.9% is Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Okay, if you want to know, check all the interviews that Arise are having, channels are having, TVC having, News Central, and many others. I'm not even talking about social media, I'm talking about mainstream medias. You will see they must find a way, a way to bring Peter Obi's name inside that interview. Either when the interview won't finish, or in the middle of the interview, or the beginning of the interview, they must find a way. Then the person with their guest go can respond. Wait till their guest they respond, now they can use as the title of that video. Then they tell me, say this man, say now married man, right? Peter Obi now married man. But meanwhile, I like us above all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. It's good to be back here again. Today's Thursday, 14th August 2025. Mother of all mommy diaspora, good evening to you, mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. Appreciate you always. Abu Azi and many others right there. Mother Peggy Modi, Mother Stella, Marcel, Mr. Johnson, Manuel, Arinze, and many more. I would like us to move on right now. You all can see that we have a guest. We need to move on. Our guest is Dr. Mo. Dr. Mo is one of the consecrated Obidient movement body. Yes, he came here before in the past. That was 2023 to speak over Peter Obi 2023 general election. During that time, presidential election to be precise, and is back with us today. And Dr. Mo is also running for an office. As you all can see there, we are going to be discussing why he's contesting for chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council. And then I can't let Dr. Moto leave us here without saying not carry a come. I don't say all these people will say at the end, though, me though, anyhow, they will talk about our principal. So now we will there. So we are not going to let Dr. Mo go without not bring our principal in and the way forward to 2027. Dr. Mo, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. How are you doing today, sir?
I did I know you. They see me well, so
yes, we see you. It's good to have you here again. After 2 years, I've been 3 years.
Yeah. It's so good to be back here. I've been looking forward to it. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clear.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We've been seeing your work all this while, and since 2023, you have never relented, pursuing for a better Nigeria. I just want to say thank you. Due to our new subscribers and the people listening to our spectators right now, I'd like you to introduce yourself again, sir. Thank you. I guess you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
But I didn't get your question though.
Okay. Yes, I just want you to reintroduce yourself to our audience so we can move on. Thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, my name is Dr. Moses Paul, popularly known as Dr. Mo. I'm the Secretary General of the Obidient movement, but now also the candidate for the chairmanship election of AMAC, Abuja Municipal Area Council. Of course, I have a PhD in environmental resource planning. I'm an author, I'm an activist, and I'm the founder of Free Nigeria Foundation and Free Nigeria Movement. I don't know, I'm into youth advocacy and agitation, whatever you call it, amongst other things. I'm an author. The profiles are almost endless, like, jack of all trades, man, master of all. But that's who I am, really.
Good. It's good to have you here again. Like I said before, thank you very much for joining us today. But first of all, I just want us to move on straight away. I want you to tell us, why do you choose although it's a good thing to see one of us running for an office, but why now?
And I think it's a very important question. Why now? Because it is the time. People usually, there are many things we blame presidency for. There are many things we blame governors for. Many people are even advocating, oh, Dr. Mo, why are you running for local government chairman? You should be running for Senate or House of Reps. And so it's a very vital question, to ask. Campaign has not started yet, and I'm not going to be campaigning here today, but I'm going to be exposing a lot of things, based even on this question for people to understand why. Because after all is said and done, it's all about local governance. Security is local. Infrastructure is local. Housing is local. Agriculture is local. Whatever you want to talk about, technology, all the hubs, all the things that we are clamoring for, they're all local. And most of the time, the reason why we're talking about, like the Obidient movement and the agitation for a new Nigeria is because of this local governance that is completely absent. Now, I'm running for AMAC. What is AMAC? Abuja Municipal Area Council. Abuja Municipal Area Council, the FCT has what? 6 area councils, because it's important for people listening across board to understand this. Now, in the FCT that has 6 area councils, see how big AMAC is. There are 2,800 plus polling units in the entire FCT. AMAC alone has 1,416. So it's more than half of the entire FCT. Plus, you're talking about AMAC is home to the ASO Villa. AMAC is home to National Assembly. past, present, and dead governors, they all own properties in Amak. Amak is home to over 100 embassies. In fact, if you're in Nigeria now, you're in the diaspora, your connection to Nigeria is Amak. Wherever you are in the world, this is the center of gravity. It's the most important local council in Nigeria. But much more than that, Amak is the microcosm of Nigeria. It is a metropolitan city in the country, second or third in terms of revenue generation. And yet, if you ask Nigerians, do you even know Amak? They don't know. Who is the chairman of Amak? They don't know. So when you come to Abuja, they're talking about the president or the minister, because the Amak, the chairman, who is equivalent to the mayor of London or New York or DC or Paris, is completely non-existent. That's why over many months, children in primary school in Abuja, in the FCT, were out of school for months without the attention, the urgency of attending to them. This is why you see insecurity. So because there's no education, this is why we are producing terrorists, bandits, and Boko Haram every day, and I'm talking about the most important geographical part of Nigeria. I'm also running for this because I went to primary school here. I was the head boy in primary school. So imagine, today I have traveled over 20 countries around the world. I hold interactive sessions in Cambridge, in Yale, and different places. And people are wondering, Dr. Mo, did you go to any of these schools? No, I went to school in Abuja. My PhD is in the University of Abuja. So I know that good can come out of this. This is home for me. I could live anywhere, but no. The change you are looking for in Nigeria actually begins from Amak. Amak is the center of Nigeria, is the center of the global Black people on the face of the earth. And it's also the connecting dot. It is the administrative, it is the diplomatic, it is the symbolic center of the nation for Nigerians and every Black person on the face of the earth. And I think it is time for somebody who is deeply rooted here, but also understand the world, to lead Amak, not chairing over meetings, but over the evolution and the transformative, motion that is ongoing. This is why I'm running for the chairmanship of Amak.
Wow, this is beautiful. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo, for that. In fact, you have a lot of package. I think it's my wish to see you triumph to win this position that you are running for. Although you said the campaign have not started, I wish, and I'm looking forward to when the campaign will start so that we can use our platform to push it higher. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. But meanwhile, I guess some of us we like to ask you questions here. That's why we have panelists on this panel. We are going to take it from here. Let me start with the first person that came in, because I don't want to keep him for so long here. Anybody that have a question, please put your questions together so that we can take it on time and be straightforward. Black Panther, please unmute yourself and tell us, do you have a question?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm speaking from downtown Dallas, Texas, in the United States of America. And I want to greet Mommy Diaspora. I want to greet everyone that is in the panel here. And I want to say most especially to Dr. Mo. I love you so much, sir. You have inspired a lot of youth, and you have inspired a lot of we in the diaspora to see that a man from the academic world will come out to fight for the emancipation of the Black race, because Nigeria is a port of all Black race. So I want to thank you for coming out to prove to everyone that yes, in the academic realm, there is somebody in the wilderness that will come out and say, this is the right way for Nigeria to go, and this is the right person we are to follow, so that we can get ourselves out of this quagmire that is happening in Nigeria. May God bless you and keep your feet on the right path. And I pray that whatever thing that they are trying to use to manipulate you, whether there or there, I pray that God strengthen you and guide you towards that goal of pulling out everyone. Now my question is, sir, I never knew about Abuja Municipal.
I want to ask you the question. What are you going to do when you get there or get the ticket getting there? What are you going to do that will be different to change the status quo and change the realm of things that is happening in Abuja? Because I know and I believe you know the right and the position which you are embarking on. I want to ask you, what are you going to do to change the trajectory of that municipal that will make you stand, dignify, and make you separate yourself from what is happening in Abuja as a whole?
Thank you. Thank you, Black Panther.
Black Panther.
You take that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's quite simple what I would do. I often say that the difference anybody can bring is the difference that person has become. If you look at my trajectory in the last 20 years, including in the last 2 years, two years of my life, I've traveled. I'm the only person who has traveled home and abroad. Last year alone, we were in about 17 states in America with Mr. Peter Obi. If you know who Mr. Peter Obi is, then you would understand that to walk side by side, Mr. Peter Obi, it would take the highest level of integrity, transparency, and accountability. So I have a track record there where our movement is concerned. And in the last 20 years of my life, you can check what I've done in the academic world in terms of in the civic, engagement, and in all the other endeavors. What I'm going to do as the chairman of AMAC is very simple. I just told you now that for months, our children were out of school. Education is going to be primary for me. Don't forget that Nigeria is signatory to what we call the universal basic education. If you understand what that means, there are portfolios of funding across the globe, including the federal government of Nigeria, to allow our children even go to school for free. Those are some of the things that we will completely unleash, on the educational sector. I was in Indonesia just a few months ago and interfacing with the Minister of Education. It is shocking that while in Nigeria, we have over 25 million out-of-school children, Indonesia is one of the other countries that has been able to achieve 0 out-of-school children. There are many things I'm going to bring on board. It means that everybody you see in Indonesia is educated. And when I look at the budget and I went through the DG, I looked at everything, it's even a no-brainer at all. These are things I'll put, in place once I become the chairman. What I will also do, coming from London just a few weeks ago, there is a revolving fund that I will create. Buses that will take children to school. They will go around and become a channel of revenue for people. That will also employ people, and also be able to take children back to school for free. There are portfolios that I'm going to unleash. Shortly after the general election, I went to Atlanta. I'm able to bring equipment of both education and health for some of these senators that are there. If I can do it for them, what do you think I'll do if and when I become chairman of?
Exactly. All right. I think it's paused. I guess you guys can hear me though.
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
I'm going to revamp the primary healthcare completely. I know what to do, to be able to do that. The cottage hospitals that I'm going to bring hubs of different technology across the 12 wards of AMAC. AMAC is bigger than a lot of states in Nigeria, so it's almost like running for the governor of a state, because many do not know that in Nigeria, in terms of revenue, AMAC is about what? About the second or the third. Right now, what we have are hoodlums who are harassing people across board with multiple taxations. I'm going to have a one-stop shop of a model of revenue generation comparable to what? To London, to DC, to any model city in the world. And with that, we can almost triple what we have today as what? As revenue generation. I am a specialist in what? In environmental resource planning. That's my PhD. What do you think I'm going to do with the waste management? This is a billion-dollar industry that is completely at waste, whether for generation of power or fertilizer. I would do is completely endless. As we speak right now, the FCT has zero governance presence. People don't even know who the chairman is. This is the quagmire we're going through. So I don't even have to do much to bring about a change that has never existed. Don't even talk about the infrastructure. I have a model that is called, there is an inclusion of housing model that I'm going to put in place. I'm not going to do what they've been doing, where they have what they call when they reposition the indigents, they keep pushing them, aside. They're going to be an inclusion where, for example, if you take a place that has maybe 10 hectares, when you take a few hectares from there and remodel the housing, because you see, this resettlement scheme that is going on is saying that the indigents are not human beings. It's like saying that some human beings are more human beings than other people. What we need to do is to ensure that the indigents, their rights, their heritage, their cultures are protected. And also, every resident in Abuja, you also ensure that their civic responsibilities are also respected. This is the inclusion that I'm going to bring, as the chairman of AMAC, and so much more.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mo, for that response. In fact, I'm impressed already. In fact, I think I need to applaud you for that. Thank you. All right. Let me call on Mama Esho. Mama Esho, please unmute yourself. Good evening to you, ma'am. Tell us where you're joining us from and your question. Thank you.
All right. Greeting, beloved Elvis. Greeting, Mommy Diaspora. Greeting, the panelists. And greeting, my senior pikin, Dr. Mo. You see, when I told my children in 2022-2023 election, when they do that Ojoro, I made them a promise that on 2027, from councillor to presidency belongs to them. So when we come in contact and you told me you were contesting for mayor, councillor, that scattered my head. And I told myself, I will put my heart into this and to ensure you get there. So before I ask my question, I also want to make a request. Black Panther, Rita, I would like to speak to two of you later on, because I want diaspora presence to support Dr. Mo. And two of you will help me a great deal to pick one or few people together to form a team that will help me to support him from diaspora. He must get the seat, and the seat is done. So, Dr. Mo, we've talked a lot, and you've heard my voice. My concern are my children. Now, there are a lot of them on the street of Abuja. That is where they belong.
That's
some
right.
Are youth, some are children, some are teenagers, some are overgrown youth that the system has not given opportunity to. And as far as I'm concerned, all of them, they deserve a better Nigeria. So having understand this category, I have mentioned, what is your plan for them? Because it's a must they fulfill their original God-given destiny. And it starts with you to help me to achieve that. Then, there are also some big man and some wicked, idiotic people have used their so-called influence of elite and oppressor and throw them in the prisons. They don't belong there. I want them out. What are you going to do for me to achieve that?
Thank you. Thank you, Mama Esho. Dr. Mo, over to you.
It is very pathetic to see injustice walking on its two legs. And it's also non-forgivable that young, brilliant minds right here in Abuja, in AMAC, wallowing without the opportunity to be able to thrive. Poverty is parading in the corridors of power. When I hear some leaders in Nigeria say that the young people are our problem or our youth are lazy, it is because we have a visionless leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. When you have a leadership that does not understand the potentiality of the young people, it is not the fault of the young people that they are into drugs, that are into all kinds of menace. It is the fault of the leaders, because the leaders are supposed to shape the narrative of conversation of the future. When you look at the cities and the America, the UK, the Dubai, and all the other places, Singapore, where people are thriving, China, and our young people are going all to those places, it is because they have visionary leaders. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be converted from one form to the other. Here we are in this yesterday, day before yesterday, we're celebrating what? International Youth Day. Nigeria, half of Nigeria is the power of the youth. Half of Nigeria is just between the age of 18 and what? And 35. That's the power of the youth. And yet, you have a lot of young people without job, without opportunity, because we don't have leaders. And this is one of the reasons why I'm running for that office. I know what to do with the young people, even as somebody who just has an NGO. I mean, I have encouraged and I've sent a lot of young people out of this country. And the reason why I'm doing that is because if you run out of this country because of pain, because your parents were killed in somewhere or a tragic event, you will not return back to this country. All over the world, whether you talk about Japan, China, everywhere, they organize and send their children abroad to go and learn and bring back both technology, knowledge, and finance. And that's why I've been able to do that. As the chairman of AMAC, I will convert the entire, listen, the talent hub of our people alone. When you talk about the different hubs that exist, they are completely endless. What I'm going to do here will warehouse the entire young people, whether it is agriculture or talent. We are the best of humanity, whether you talk about football or basketball. We're going to be exporting raw talents that are already harnessed in this country, both home and abroad. Are you talking about music or the creative arts? These are things that I have been training a lot of youths across 21 states already in the country. So I know what I would do with resources and funding and the vision to be able to convert our youth power and energy. So these are things that I don't even have to think to do them. You will not see any young person that is without a job, because we will create jobs by empowering the young people through all these creative hubs that I'm talking about. And Abuja is part of what we call the middle belt of Nigeria, with one of the most fertile land that you can think about in Africa. We will create, incentives that will allow young people to embrace, modern technique of agriculture, just like precision agriculture, that will allow us to be able to feed ourselves and export to the rest of the world. This alone will completely warehouse all of the energies of the young people that you see on the street today.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. I really want to get to everyone on the panel. Let me quickly come to Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, please, if you have a question, where you're joining us from. Mama, we don't have time.
Wait. Dr. Mo, I understand that there are some so-called dubious school called Yahoo school in Abuja. When you get into office, I need that school to be turned to something good. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Jonathan, please go ahead. Your question.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I greet you once again. And Dr. Mo, welcome. I greet you. God bless you. I heard you, in your responses to the previous questions, you talked about education, you talked about healthcare, but I think you are not explicit enough. So I want to ask you expressly, and I will appreciate an explicit responses to these questions. It will be helpful. Do you have an idea, a sense
of how many primary schools are currently in the Abuja municipal area, because that is the foundation of a solid educational structure. That is the first question. And the second one is, can you give us a sense again of the budget of the Abuja Municipal Council area for 2023-2024? A sense of, not a sense, the exact budget of the Abuja Municipal Council for 2023-2024. Let's leave 2025 alone for now. And what is the revenue of Abuja Municipal area 2023-2024? Because we need to get a sense of it. And I believe you should have a grasp of this to accomplish anything in terms of education, healthcare, which I believe are areas that we are passionate about. So I will appreciate an explicit responses to these questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. For the sake of what you're asking for example, I know we've collated about in AMAC alone, we have more than 300 primary healthcare that are completely in shambles. We're still collating in more than 300 primary healthcare because, like I told you expressly, I was in Atlanta. I brought a container filled of medical equipment worth $500,000 US to be distributed within the hospitals. So yes, for the primary healthcare, I can give you that. For the other bigger hospitals, so I don't make any mistake, but for primary healthcare, we have over 300. For the primary schools, secondary schools, and other tertiary education that exist, we have coalition. There are we have over, as of the last count, because you see, I sent out, we're still carrying out research on them, because it will be shocking to you that from the coalitions that we've made, that in Abuja, there are primary schools without walls, there are primary schools without roof. You know, what people know is what we have in just the city center. Amak has 12 wards. There's Kabusa, there's Garki, there's the city center, there's Guarimpa, there's Jiwa, there's Guagua, there's Karu, there's Nyanya, there's Orozo, there's Karachi. So these are the 12 wards. And I can tell you that because I did my first degree in Abuja, there's what we call the geography of the FCT. I've been around the entire FCT, you know, and I know places where even the indigenous do not know. So we're still collating in terms of the number of schools that do exist. I will come back here again and I'll give you explicitly, like I gave you for the primary healthcare. I don't know the total number yet for the schools that exist. In terms of budget and revenue generation, Abuja has over $500 million, you know, monthly in terms of revenue, you know, generation. Because again, these are the loopholes that do exist. What they're publishing is not exactly what exists. I know that there was I have the data. I don't have it here right now, but I have it in the office.
The 500 billion is monthly, not annual, right?
Monthly.
Okay.
$500 million, I said, monthly.
$500 million, got it, yeah.
Yes, monthly, not annual. I don't have the exact figures, and I don't want to quote figures that I don't have, you know. But it's there. I have the data, you know. I would pull it out. But like I told you, I have a team who are still collating a lot of it, because what happens with what's going on in Abuja is that a lot of the figures are shrouded in secrecy. We have to be digging out. If you want to find out anything right now, you can't go straight and go, and there's nowhere you can go to find out what are the exact figures for what we have. But I can go through the budget and be able to seek out, which I would do, you know, in the next when I sit with us next time, so I can be able to give in terms of definitive figures, which is actually very important to be able to do. I've been able to do that for the primary healthcare in terms of numbers, but we're still collating for the schools that exist. And you know that I had a meeting yesterday with some of the disability schools. So it's a whole lot, but I'll be able to give exact figures in some few weeks from now once we're done with the coalition. We're not just taking the numbers that the government is putting out, because there are so much more that are not there. And forensically, we will do data. I'm collating this because, like I said, campaign begins on the 24th of September. And we're going to have all these figures in place. But if I'm here next week, even next week, I'll be able to give the data because we'll be rounding up the research, especially in education.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for that question. Okay, let me quickly move on. Mr. Dowa, do you have a question?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you. Welcome, Dr. Mo. My name is Oduwari Efosa. Asking you question from Italy. Well, I heard you talk of education, tertiary is good. But what is the benefit of education without practical? So how will you bring practical education to Abuja? Because when you talk of mechanized farm, it is technology. Then how will our people able to produce their own technology so that we can achieve whatever we are looking for, not depending on China, Japan, whatever countries, because those people doesn't depend on other countries. So how will you do that in Abuja? Thank you.
I won't even bother about reinventing the wheel. I've traveled around the world. Even when you talk about the technology in China, the knowledge for most of them came from the US. The world is a global village. Let me remind us, you're talking about Abuja, where children have been out of school, where to even keep teachers in school. What you're talking about is completely high profile. That's why I told you, just even to keep our children in school and have decent classrooms, to even have computers and basic technology for them to use is non-existent. Just doing that makes me a hero. What our people are doing are just stealing money. What you're talking about is completely way off. Once I can even just ensure that teachers are paid, children are in school, we don't have people outside, it's already a success. I don't know how dehumanized we are, how people are. I'm talking about classrooms without walls, without windows, without roofs. Our people are living. When you go to a place called Wasa, which is just part of either Garki or Gui here in Abuja, right here in Amak, children are sitting on the floor. That is the level we're talking about. What you're talking about and asking to do, no, I will employ the technology of China, of America, and other places. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. I will just ensure we're asking we're saying that children are out of school for months. This is what we're talking about. So once the basics can be done, we're more than halfway there. I needed to understand the status quo even before asking. I mean, you're living in Italy, so you're talking about how we can reinvent the wheel and create our own technology. No, I'm not even going to bother about doing that. I will import the technology that is already created and ensure. I want to keep teachers and students in school. That's what we don't even have.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. All right. Mr. Alabo, you are here, second to the last. Please, talk to us. Good evening to you. Do you have a question? Mr. Alabo, you're not there. Sir Louis, are you there, sir?
Yes,
Do you have
I'm
a
here,
question?
but there is a noise coming out from your side. Can you hear me?
Just go ahead, sir. Do you have a question?
Can you hear me? Yes, I
Can
have a
anybody
question.
hear
But
me?
I can
Yeah,
hear
we can
the
hear
noise
you
is
loud and
coming
clear.
from your side.
No, it's not my side. I'm not sure it's from my side. It's your side. Go ahead with your question, sir.
Yes, I have a question. Dr. Mo, thank you, my brother. It's good to have you. There is a big noise coming from my side. I don't know what is happening, whether my network.
But however, if you can hear me clearly, it's your brother Alabo. Thank you for coming here. It's just two questions I just have for you to clear the people. One, I want you to use this opportunity to brief every obedient and many who want to come in and explain to them, because there is a big platform today. Dr. Tanko try to let people understand that. So when you are coming into obedience, it's not something like somebody will just pick a form anywhere. You have to register and become a candidate. I want you to just help me brief people about them. Then one thing I want to help you to just to remind you and tell people, what is your plan? Knowing the person that is sitting down in Abuja as the FCT minister is somebody who is known for writing and changing results. What are your plans? Our principal Peter Obi told us something. Sorry for taking a little. That those who want to change the results, we will change them. So what is your message to your supporters and people who will be willing to come out to support you? Because many people are scared seeing Wike and the threat coming from him in Abuja. We saw what happened in Edo State. What are your plans to make sure Wike did not read
All right, thank
the
you.
local government election? Because I'm sure that you win the elections.
Thank you. All right, Dr. Mo.
Regarding
Thank you, sir.
the question you asked about obedient registration on the platform, we have directorates in the obedient movement. That question will be best for the technology people, but I know that there's a portal that you can register and be able to get an ID as a member of the obedient movement. However, I think the portal has been down for a while. I'm not sure. We had meetings yesterday. I can help provide the director of technology to be able to clear that and give a more concise answer regarding that. That being said, while this is not the platform for me to share my strategy in terms of how my votes are going to be defended and protected, I can assure you that we're going to ensure we do that. There was a strategy we employed. We were the ones who ensured that we have a senator today. We ensured that we had a House of Rep member today. We didn't foresee them unplugging the IRF that will allow the presidency votes, not to be counted. But I can assure you, as regard my election, we have plans in place, which, of course, would not be good for me to discuss here. The primary thing that I would say to all obedience is that we need obedience who are going to come in from different states and different places, regardless of whether you are voting or not. One of the plans that I can share, and I can tell you, the people who disrupt elections and polling units, most of the time they're not more than 3 or 4. And because the electorate is not informed, just like you're saying, yes, they will intimidate, yes, they will buy people, but the people doing that are just a fragment. They are not really many. And I'm not running to be I'm not running for the FCT minister, neither am I running for Senate. I'm running for the chairmanship of AMAC. And I'm going to be calling on the chairman to come out to allow us to debate. That's who I'm running against. I'm not running for presidency. So I'm going to push as far as I can. And I can tell you something. If the diaspora would amplify my message, will push the fact that we are running for the most important geographical part of Nigeria. Don't forget, I told you that AMAC is home to over 100 embassies. If those of you in the diaspora, put the touchlight on the embassies across board, and we do our own from here, I can assure you, AMAC is not a place where you're going to come and rig. You're not just going to come and rig and go. Even the last time we won AMAC, we defended it, and we're going to replicate the same thing. It's not going to be easy, yes, but it's very doable. It's ours to lose because we have the numbers. And the only challenge with this election that is an off-season election. The election is coming up on 21st of February, 2026. And most of the time, a lot of work will be deployed in terms of media. So we're going to be counting on Niger Watch and so many other media houses to amplify this date and get obedience on board. I can assure you one thing, as long as we have the numbers out there, whoever names you are calling, they cannot rig it. I can assure you that. The other things are strategy sessions, which I cannot share on the platform like this.
Okay, that's fine. Confidentiality is respected. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. Okay, let's hear from, give us a minute. Are you there to ask a question? You are not there. Victory, please, do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Thank you, Mr. Evans, and thank you, Dr. Mo.
Please talk to us.
Thank you, Evans. Thank you, Dr. Mo, for coming. Dr. Mo, when I heard you say something that I can assure you, you're just giving me a nightmare about Yakubu. That's how Yakubu went all over the world and said, I can assure you the election will be free and fair. And we knew what happened at the end. So my question to you is that when you speak to the politician that you move around with, are they not worried about the state of Nigeria right now? Because nothing is working. I'm a bit baffled. I don't know how those politicians, how they are thinking or how they perceive the world to be, because we are being fast left behind. Things are moving at a very fast pace. Are they really worried about the future of Nigeria? Thank you.
Thank you. I'm not assuring you of anything. I didn't say I'm assuring you of anything. I'm just saying that what we will do, I know what we are going to do to ensure. I know what I will do. My election is not my personal project. It is an Obidient project. This is why I'm also here on Niger Watch. If we decide to let it go, then it will be, I will do what is mine to do. If Obidient say, oh, we are intimidated by the ruling party, and then so be it. Because Nigeria is for all of us. To even my personal security right now, if you know what it means for me to come out and say I'm running for this election, what I need from you is support of finance, of protection, is to say, Dr. Mo, first of all, we salute your courage for even picking the ticket for the coalition party. When I become AMAC chairman, I'll probably be the first PhD who is AMAC chairman. I'll probably be the first person who will bring a transparent, who can be held accountable by his constituency. I don't know about the other politicians you're talking about. I work with Mr. Peter Obi. I travel with Mr. Peter Obi. I know Mr. Peter Obi. But I can tell you that the other politicians that you and I, because you're saying, I don't roll with any politician. I led the longest protest in Nigeria's history for 23 days after the election. So I'm first and foremost, I'm an activist, I'm an Obidient, I'm the Secretary General of the Obidient movement. Except there is something you know that I don't know. I know that the politicians there are there to plunder, to steal, to destroy us. And this is why we're asking Niger Watch and everybody listening. Dr. Mo needs your support. There is nothing Dr. Mo can do if you don't support him. It's a collective project. I'm not here by my own volition. You know, I've been to DSS, I've been to several places. I'm in the trenches. If you don't support me, what am I going to do?
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. That response is deep. Thank you. All right. I believe everybody on the panel have passed their questions.
No, just Sir Louis left.
No, I called you. You didn't answer that, sir. You know, give us a mandate. I called you. Didn't answer as well.
No, I was here.
It's not a normal program where we call people. You go to your kitchen, be eating pounded yam and a goosey soup. No,
Mr. Evans, no pounded yam today. I didn't hear my name. Or I've been sitting here.
Okay, Salud. Let me come back to you again now. Go ahead with the question. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Candidate, for coming down to honor this program, and also you've well spoken about your program and your vision for your constituency and what you want to do for the residents of AMAC. And it's quite impressive to see how well you've delivered your submission. You know, Abuja is one wrongly positioned city. Looking at the fact that it is the president appoints who they want to appoint to be the minister. I think that's a discussion we'll have for another day. I just think that when the constitution gets better, then my vision is one day Abuja will be having an elected personnel, not an appointed personnel. So my question to you, sir, is, given the fact that the FCT minister oversees the entire territory, how will you ensure a harmonious working relationship to avoid conflict of authority between your office and the minister while delivering services to the AMAC residents?
This is a very beautiful and a brilliant question. The position I'm vying for is an executive position. It's not even like the House of Rep member or Senate. It's an executive position with its own budget, allocation, what to deal with things. Usually what happens, the reason why you see that there
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay. Okay. That means
is an executive position.
Okay, it's back.
Is it my network?
Yeah, that was your network, but you're back now.
Okay, I was off for a while, I guess. I was speaking. Okay. So I was saying that the office I'm vying for is an executive office. It has its own budget. It is the local governance. And this is why you see from both from education to health to infrastructure, where I'm supposed to be focusing on is completely different from the federal. And a lot of people do not understand it. And I'm going to be doing a lot of education. I believe that I'm not even going to have any problem with the FCT minister because we're not even going to be crossing paths that much. I can assure you that, because I am the landlord of the city. And I say this with all audacity. You know, we're not going to be having issues. I can assure you that, because his job is what? He's nominated or whatever you call it, but my office is one that is what is an executive chair position, you know. So I understand what you're saying, but I can tell you for who I am, we're not going to have issues where that is concerned. I'm going to be publishing every.
Dr. Mo,
Yes,
so
sir.
is your budget directly from the center or through the FCT minister?
Is directly from the center, but there
From
are
the center.
interfaces.
Is that the way? That's the way it has been. So the FCT municipal area gets its budget directly from the center. It's not like the state where the governor can sit on it and do whatever he wants to do.
The minister does have his job is no different from how the senator has an oversight job over the minister. So the minister has some oversight functions, but the job or the position of the chair is executive.
So your budget comes directly from the Federal Ministry of Finance. It's not channeled through the FCT. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Give us a mandate for the last time.
Thank you very much. Hopefully you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, Dr. Mo. Thank you for coming to talk with Nigerians, both home and abroad. Thank you very much, and then thank you for standing with Mr. Peter Zegbe. Now, my question is going to span from the last question that was asked to you, and then from your response. Knowing fully well the person of the FCT minister, with what he has done in his own state and what he's doing currently in Abuja, grabbing lands, going beyond the power are given to him. Now, should he cross his boundary and said, okay, he wants to oversee or maybe have more ground to your office, how will you deal with him? Thank you.
We will cross it when we get there. That's all I can tell you. You know, the thing with the minister is that you can wake up tomorrow morning and the minister is not there anymore. But an executive position will be there for the 4-year term. So I can tell you it will be dealt with fearlessly, objectively, and decisively.
Thank you. Thank you. I like that response. Now, everyone on the panel have asked their questions, and I like the way you responded and answered all the questions. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. Now, I want to divert a little bit now. You understand what we all are currently facing in this country, Nigeria, the economic hardship under the satanic APC, not just the Tinubu administration, started from the satanic Buhari's administration, continued by Tinubu's satanic administration. What's your take on this, and what is your advice, to Nigerians ahead to 2027?
We have never been in a quagmire like this. Nigeria has never been this low. As I speak to you, Nigeria is almost completely, the baseline for any society is law and order. As we speak right now, we practically are working a lawless system where people just do as they please. I mean, a few weeks ago, over 200 people were killed in Benue State. Millions of Nigerians have died without recourse. People are not losing their jobs. Nobody is losing sleep over it. This is where we are. Many Nigerians can barely eat in a day. As a matter of fact, the Nigeria Bureau of Statistics says that over 130 million Nigerians are living in what you call multi-dimensional poverty. What it means is that they can't go to school, they have no health care, and they don't have 1 square meal in a day, much less to think of wearing clothes or having any other thing that human beings have. This is where we are today. This is the status quo of Nigeria, and yet rigging of elections have continued to pervade from Edo to Kogi to different parts of Nigeria. This is the status quo. Do you need any other person to tell you that right now, yes, INEC is failing, the judiciary is failing? What is left right now as we move towards 2027 is what is called people power. What they want to do is to ensure that they intimidate, they buy, they rig, they put fear in you. Let me tell you, our vote does count. Our vote is going to count. My encouragement to people, I'm a student of the civil rights movement. I'm a student of the ANC. I've traveled to South Africa many times, like I've been to Atlanta. I go to Martin Luther King Center. What we did in 2022, 2023 has never been done anywhere in the world. In 8 months, why did they even give us 6 billion? Somebody says our votes don't count. No, our votes do count. It does count. And yes, we won the election. They also know we did. But freedom does not come just in a day or in a year. For both the ANC and the civil rights movement, it took a minimum of 80 years before Martin Luther King was killed. 82 or 87 years before Mandela became the president of South Africa. But in just 8 months, look at what we did. And somebody tells you that our vote will not count. No, our vote does count. As we move towards 2027, it's important for Nigerians, obedience, lovers, and proponents of New Nigeria to brace up, to never give up. I remember while leading the protest, I say, if I am killed in this process, you have no place to cry. Somebody should lead and we continue. Because guess what? Nigeria is not born yet. We can't compare Nigeria to any working nation on the face of the earth. We should compare Nigeria to when slave trade was happening. Compare Nigeria to Rwanda of 1994. Compare Nigeria to when there is apartheid in South Africa, because it is not a whole yet. We can't be comparing ourselves. We are the great-great-grandfathers that will lay a foundation for the future to come. I'm saying this to say that regardless of the outcome, I need Nigerians across board, both home and abroad, to brace up and know that this fight is a marathon. It's not one that will finish just in one cycle of election. This is the beauty of the Obidient movement. The Obidient movement is not about cycle of election. It is about a new Nigeria. A new Nigeria. Even when Peter Obi becomes president, after 4 or 8 years, he'll be gone. But our job as young people, as Obidient movement, is to continue to work for the rest of our life until a new Nigeria is born. So this is my courage. This is my message to anybody listening. Your vote does count. Your participation does count. What you do, your contribution to the local election, everything you do, they do count. We are moving forward regardless.
Wow. Dr. Mo, very outspoken individual. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. My last question, a lot of people, as you know, ADC just came from nowhere now. The same way Labour Party came from nowhere. Peter Obi boosted it today. Peter Obi gave relevance, popularity to Labour Party. Now, ADC is out, and Peter Obi, according to what people are saying, some are saying Peter Obi's one leg is on ADC, while the remaining leg is still on Labour Party. Now, one question. Is Peter Obi going to finally move to ADC? Then the second question, particularly, I'm concerned about this question I want to ask right now because I've deliberated on it so many times here. In fact, my skepticism is high if Peter Obi will get the ADC tickets. Because the reason why I'm skeptical about it is that we have lions and tigers in ADC. If they have to do like they are saying that everybody needs to go to the field and fight for the primary to get the tickets. In the past 2023 presidential election, we, speculation and all that, allegedly, how some people were giving $30,000 to delegates, to get the ticket. So how sure are you that Peter Obi will get a ticket with ADC? Or you think Peter Obi will ditch ADC and stay in Labour Party? Thank you.
It's a very interesting question that I will give perspectives to it, but I can assure you that when Mr. Peter Obi comes to Niger Watch, he will answer it directly. But let me give some perspective to it. As Obidient, like we usually say, that Mr. Peter Obi is our political party. We are there for transparency, for accountability, for people-driven governance. That's what is our mantra. That's our code. We are here for character, for capacity, for consistency, for compassion. We are hinged on the characterization of who Mr. Peter Obi is, his frugality, his integrity, and what he stands for. And that's why we follow him wherever he goes. I'm in the ADC today. There are a lot of other people who are still in the Labour Party. Yes, Mr. Peter Obi said he's 100% part of the coalition. And yes, he's also in the ADC. But I'll tell you this, politics is all about timing. If you recalibrate and review a little, you can see the timeline between when Mr. Peter Obi
Okay, network, please. This question is very, very important to me. Network, just hold on first. I guess you guys can hear me though, before we have him back.
Yes, we
You're
can hear
loud
you.
and clear.
Okay. Dr. Mo, we lost you there. I really need your answer
Okay,
on
I
this.
think
so
I'm
that we
back
can let
now.
you go. Okay, you are back now. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. Depending on the calculations, there might come a time when Mr. Peter Obi will have to fully be engrafted into the ADC, but the time is not here yet. When that time comes, that time will come. Depending on the permutations, politics is like a game of chess, and you need to play it and play to win. And in that regard, there are certain things you don't play with your king and your queen, until the right timing. And so it is not a yes or no answer because we're still going through an evolution with the ADC. It is the party that has been chosen to prosecute, yes, the 2027 general election. And let me tell you why the APC is so scared of the ADC. Because the ADC has, for lack of a better word, the lions, the crocodiles, the monkeys, we are all here. Those who understand the system are all here. And Nigeria only understands one language, fire for fire. That is why the ADC is so afraid. And the APC are so afraid.
APC.
But I can tell you, the APC is so afraid. With the question we should be asking is, the candidacy of the ADC or the PDP or the Labour Party should go to anyone that is the most competent, the one that the people want, the one that has the popularity, and also the one that can deliver Nigeria at this moment. Whether you call any name or not, let's put out the characterization that is required. And we continue to push regardless. As a politician and one who is playing party politics right now, all I can say to you is that politics is all about timing. There are questions that you can never get even from Mr. Peter Obi himself until it is the right time. And I think this is the best I can give you for this answer, for this question.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moore. I can, with your response, it shows that we all are in suspense at this particular moment. I will live with this suspension. Maybe later on.
Quick
Yes,
one,
sir.
please. Quick
Yes.
one. Dr. Moore,
Yes, sir.
in coalition, do coalition go for primaries or they agree on a certain status quo and forge ahead for the election?
Beautiful question. It can be both because the ADC constitution accommodates what you call consensus candidates and can also accommodate primaries. You know, so with that in the constitution, they can decide. They can even zone it to the south, and then when they come to the south, they can zone it to a particular zone. All of these are part of what is allowable in the coalition.
All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Moore, for your time with us today. I'm going to let you go right now. We are here. I want you to understand that Naija Watch Media have been here since 2022. In fact, the Obidient movement actually started from this platform because immediately Peter Obi defected out of PDP to Labour Party. The movement already started here. It was like 5 months later or 6 months later, people now started saying Obidient, Obidient. So Naija Watch have been there consistently every single day, speaking, standing behind Peter Obi. We played a major role in 2023 presidential election. You were here, you know, so we are looking forward to you succeeding and becoming the next local government chairman in FCT. And we're also looking forward to seeing our principal triumph and becoming the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because this is not based on nepotism, favoritism, tribalism, ethnicism. We just want Nigeria to work, and amongst them all, the reason why I'm standing with Peter Obi, I not be Igbo man, I be Edo man. I'm a proud Bini boy. You know, I'm standing with Peter Obi because I know that amongst them all, he's the only man that I've seen, you know, that can give me that Nigeria that I craved for. And I believe that is what you saw as well. And many of us that have been consecrated to this movement. I want to let you know that I'm always here to support you anytime, any day, because I want Nigeria to be a better place for us. I'm currently streaming from the United Kingdom. You know, I know the kind of life that we live here, but when you get to Nigeria, you have to watch your back at all time. Nothing is working. The insecurity is alarming. Kidnapping have become a lucrative business. A lot is currently going on in the country that we really need to put our heads together to change. And I want to applaud you that you've been doing that. You put your life out there. I watch all your videos. I stream all of them here on Naija Watch. During the time you were protesting and all that, we were streaming you daily here on Naija Watch. I want to say thank you very much for all you're doing. And I pray God Almighty continue to protect you, because you stated earlier on that the job you're doing right now, yes, it's not that easy, but God Almighty will continue to protect and guide you, you know, and you will triumph. Victory all the way. Thank you very much, Dr. Moore. 1 minute. I want you to speak to everybody listening to you right now. 1 minute closure for you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. And Naija Watch, thank you for all that you continue to do. Thank you, all the people that are here. I want to state again that winning my election will do a lot for our principal. The council I'm running for is actually the most important council in Nigeria. It is not just a local council. It is the center of Africa. This is the administrative, the diplomatic. It is a symbol of Nigeria. Actually, it is home to the presidency and everything that does matter in Nigeria. I would applaud everybody home and abroad to ensure winning my election will determine what happens in 2027. And it's important to close with this. That's how important it is. It's not something to be taken lightly. It is our collective project as new Nigeria lovers, as Obidient, and those who truly want anything to happen. You might not be able to reach Mr. Peter Obi once he becomes president, but you can reach Dr. Moore, because this is where the local governance begins from. Thank you all, and have a wonderful time.
Thank you very much, Dr. Moore. I'm looking forward to having you back here again. Have a good evening, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. I saw one or two comments from the comment section, but I couldn't pass it because of time. As you all know that we were working with time here. He told us the time that they can spend there, and we've walked past that already. It's over 1 hour. You know, in fact, some people joined in the midst of the interview. So, yeah, we could not take questions from the comment section. In fact, the only question I would have liked to take from the comment section would have been from Joe Deborah, but still, there's another days ahead. Thank you very much, everyone. God bless you. Now, I'd like us to move on with our normal broadcast right now so that we can comment on what we projected earlier on. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Once again, I appreciate every one of you right there. I'd like you guys to press on the like button, help us to share. I got a super chat earlier on from Osarin Gelman there. Thank you very much, sir. I'm very, very grateful. Guys, press on the dollar sign. Now, not the verse with that dollar sign. Just press on it. Encourage what we do here, you know, so that we can always have the energy, the enthusiasm to do more for you. God bless you, my people. Okay. Okay, now, because we don't pass 2 hours, we are just going to talk amongst ourselves now. I can't call people so that we can close, and I only have 1 hour for that to end this show. Yes, please. I want everybody to understand. Let's just talk amongst ourselves just for 1 hour, then we'll round up this show. So allow Mama Esho to start talking. Then anybody can come in when Mama Esho finish. Like I said, I'm not going to moderate it at all. I'm just going to listen from the back end. God bless you all. Thank you, Mama Esho. Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right. I want to sincerely thank Dr. Mo for showing up today. We appreciate you, sir. You bring hope. You've brought honey and sugar. And you've made me to know that my declaration in 2022, 2023, after the election, that my sons and daughters are taking over from councillor to presidency, you make me to believe that statement has been stamped in heaven and amen has been said to it. So thank you. I appreciate you, sir. So in order for me to be able to achieve this, it's not for him to just come here and leave and we, that is all, no. So I want some people in this panelist to work with me on this. So I've called Black Panther and give us a mandate. And Rita, and I think Madam Patricia, those 4 of you, I would like to have your phone number and we will talk, but more people will be added to you. That's going to be your choice, the one you choose. So thank you, Mr. Elvis, for giving us this great opportunity and your platform to achieve this goal together. We appreciate you, sir. And to our mommy diaspora, thank you for not turning your back on us, because your presence every day gives us strength. It gives us hope, especially me. I carry all these children for my back, and I not get back to enter. So your back, now they enter, that's straighten me not to fall. So, mommy, thank you so much. Having said that, Kiyamu, so you hear us, when we talk, since the reward to do kelebe in the airport, now ambassador. So if you give a Q1, a big Q1, ambassadorship, you should also give comfort in you. I hear say you won't give comfort, but not be so. Comfort go prison. Q1 must go prison so that the equation go balance. Because without Q1 spending at least 1 week for that prison, equation never balance at all. We want justice to be fair, firm, without taking any person. Whether you be big man or now you're inside your pocket and your house, now you big man put. So Kiyamu, I am calling upon you. You never serve justice finish. Q1, carry your clothes and not give a special prison. No, that kiri one I put my daughter among those criminals. Like you one must dey. And una must snap the picture to come show us. Say he dey there. Una not put her for special prison like Bobrisky. Until you do that, this battle continue, this fight continue, the calling now continue. Having said that thing, that is for that Kiyamu. Bwala, I can see that your mouth, it dey smell. Even toilet, sewage water, it dey scent past your mouth. Your mouth is two-sided. You are evil. You are wicked. Those of Bwala, you are not telling my children the truth. And since you choose to lie and lie, Ogu go kill you. Ayelala go kill you. Amadioha go use you do pepper soup. So shall it be. Amen.
When Bwala come turn Isewu now, where come turn Isewu?
Continue. Give us our mandate.
Now two sides of the mind they take talk. They go
Okay,
more, they not the fear. Wait, they not the fear Allah. They go church, they not the fear Jesus. So the only thing when they fear now Yelala Ogu, Amadioha, all of them I go take cause them. Cause their children, cause their family, because they are wicked and evil.
Well, thank you very much. Well, if Amadio can't use the Bwala do the soup, that one, na better soup be that too. I don't know. Well, greetings to Mr. Elvis. Dr. Mo, thank you for coming here once again. We appreciate you. Only diaspora greetings. Nigeria Watch media panelists, comment section. I greet everyone. Well, thank you very much. Well, yesterday I made a comment, right? And I just wish that you guys can probably go look at the video of Adetung, the one that calls herself the daughter of the president, right? I'm not sure which president. Is it the criminal drug baron, the president of INEC? Not selected by, not voted in by Nigerians because he rigged the election. He didn't want the election, he stole it. And so I'm not even sure why they refer to him as president. Now, what I said yesterday was that for Keyamo to actually complete his work, you need to go into Ibom Hair and ask them to download the footage, the old footage of that event that happened on Sunday. Until you do that, Nigeria and Nigerians will just continue to parabolate in one circle. Because I'm pretty sure that every airplane, every commercial airplane has a camera. And the purpose of the camera is one, for safety, two, is to capture every event that unfold on the plane. Now, God forbid, accident happen, the airplane, they have black boxes and they investigate, they would gather data and things like that. So, Festus Keyamo, the only way that this comfort matter can actually be put to rest in some instance is when you go to Ibom Hair or ask the Ibom authority to release the footage of the event that happened between Miss Comfort and the air hostess or the whoever was involved from the Ibom Air and then the airport operators, those guys that actually went there to malundo and dehumanize Comfort. Because we can use this as a precedent, we can use this as an example, and even show to the world that Nigeria is not what the world thinks it is. Because everybody from all over the world fly in Nigeria. Whether you are from US, you are from UK, you are from Iraq, Iran, you are from Saudi Arabia. In as much as you have a business in Nigeria, you're bound to fly on the airspace of Nigeria. And so the only way to say to the world that your airspace, your airline knows what they are doing is to, for me, download the footage of that event and make it public and let Nigerians have their say in the matter. Because now what we see, we have not seen a footage from the airline. What we are seeing is just footage from different people with their phone camera on that day, what they captured, what they didn't capture. And so that's why it's so important for Nigerians. Don't take sides. You cannot conclude on this matter because you don't have the whole story. You cannot say, according to the evidence available to me, there are no evidence available to you. What is available to you is a video that shows how Comfort was demonized. Is a video that shows how Ibom airline workers maltreated or malhandled Comfort. And so for me, I am still calling on Festus Keyamo, do the needful by making sure that the footage of this event or this incident is released to the public. Do the needful. And so Comfort, I think I heard in one of the videos, they said you are going to take some medical treatment, get yourself together. Well, that's good. But like I said yesterday, Comfort, as a matter of fact, you are a millionaire. With all that happened to you, how they demonized you, how they ridicule you, how they show your body parts to the public. You have been demeaned. So you are a millionaire. You sue Ibom Air, you sue the Nigerian government, and then you can sue FAA because these guys don't train their people on how things should operate. Just yesterday, a plane flying from Los Angeles, if I'm correct about where it's flying from, or flying to Los Angeles, a passenger with unruly behavior was on that flight. I mean, this one was times 10 what Comfort did or what happened to Comfort. This guy was misbehaving on the plane, fighting with other passengers. They held him down. This guy got loose twice. Now, he was almost on the pilot to declare an emergency on that plane. And then they landed. Before they landed, there were already airport police officers there to put the person in jail. Did such happen in Nigeria for Kwamwan? No. No. But you guys hurriedly pick Comfort because you think that Comfort is a Omo. She doesn't have father, she doesn't have mother, she doesn't have anybody that will fight for her. But thank God for Nigerians that spoke on her behalf. Nigerians came out and said, this one is our sister. And this way, I call on Nigerians. If we all, because yesterday I spoke of this matter, you didn't ask me, I said, but this man,
you have 1 minute left.
You didn't say this man, you are from Southwest now. Black Panther spoke. You didn't say Black Panther, you are from Edo now. We all on this matter, we are united. You see how we can be united, how we can form a bond and fight against these evil people the same way when it comes to election, my people. Let us form a bond. These guys are our enemies, and we need to form a united front against them. We can bring them down.
Thank you, give us our money.
We can bring them down. So Nigerians, let's unite and fight for the soul of the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, give us our mandate. God bless you for that speech. And I want to thank everybody. Thank Mo, Dr. Mo. Dr. Mo, to you. I want to thank you for taking that bold decision. And that decision is very strategic, very, very strategic in the actualization of the new Nigeria we want to see. Because the heart of the country is where you are fighting from. And I want to thank you, and I want to say this to you, myself, and everybody that believe in the truth and believe in the mandate of bringing back the Nigeria we want. Because as you have spoken, Nigeria is not yet a nation. So we are going to make it in our time. And we are going to hand over it to our grandchildren and our children. Despite we might not get to the promised land, but we are going to carve the way. And as we are carving the way, we are going to set the rules and regulations. And we now hand it over to them. And they will sit in the promised land and make the country what the dream of our ancestors. And we that have backed it all are going to make it come to pass. Now I want to say something here. I declare to you, I am wholehearted with you, and I'm bonding with you to see that the reality of seeing that Nigeria starting from the heart of the country, Abuja, comes to pass. God bless you. I'm in support of you, and I'll be by your side. When you look back, you're going to see Black Panther eyeing you and forging you forward to get that office and make good of it to the benefit of the entire black race. Because Nigeria is the mecca of black race, and it starts from Abuja, the heart of Abuja, and in that municipal. Thank you, Dr. Mo, and I wish you victory. I want to go to the main issue, the main thing. Now we are beginning to get it clearly. And Mr. Give us a mandate. With your, I hope you listened to the video that was brought forward today. Because the man that started opposite the lady, Madam Comfort, came out on the press. He was being questioned, and he gave an explicit answers and what came up inside the plane.
Excuse me, Black Panther.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, the following people, give me your number at the private chat. Black Panther, give us.
Yeah, you get it. You can go ahead, get it through the CEO of Niger Wash.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to say here that it is explicit. We've understood it, and most of us that spoke yesterday, we were close to the truth. But what we didn't get, because we were still being suspended, and I got it clearly. You see, the guy made a mistake. The guy, they said that it was not air mode. The man said the pilot, through the air hostess, said everyone should switch off their phone. The guy said, from what I got, the guy is speaking to them as if he was an illiterate and he doesn't know how to switch off the phone. And the air hostess, there were two. One was very polite, and one was very, 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 he aggravated what really happened. But the girl played a vital role too. She said she doesn't know how to switch off the phone she bought by herself. And she doesn't even know how to she doesn't even understand what it is when the air hostess that aggravated the commotion in the airplane. The guy started, the air hostess addressed that issue by trying to spell and give her a procedure on how to switch off the phone. But that didn't happen. The man beside her now told them that this other guy can help her out. On that, they really did not even switch off the phone. So I think one of the air hostess that was polite came in and took the old stuff into one of the places where you keep the bag and other things. So that thing came up, and they said, I don't know where it got to. They said the girl still did not switch off the phone. So that thing came up, and the air hostess, one of the air hostess was not very polite. And he aggravated it, and that sparked up the whole commotion in the plane. One, We got it right. There was a fault from the girl. And there was a fault, a greater fault from the air hostess that aggravated it. And that is bound, that should be in the peripheral of the airline to train their staff on how to be very polite with their client. And I want to go further to say to the Nigerian aviation system, it is high time when we say we should have state policing, that will give birth to aviation police, that will give birth to Supreme Court police. Now, people said, oh, we cannot do that, that Nigeria is not ripe. We have all seen it now that Nigeria is ripe. To give us a mandate, you're talking about the police will be waiting for you to handcuff you and put you back. But I will still tell you, there are some people that will still fight the police. And you know how we do it here. When you raise up your voice against the police and they caution you, you refuse. Under the description of the police force, they have the right to use a minimum force on you. And when they do that, the judge will not be angry with it. The judge will ask questions and ask what kind of force did they use. And it's left for the police to come and say the minimum force they do apply, because judges all over know the kind of force they can apply to a person that is disobedient to the rules and regulations of the state. Now, I want to go to Bwala. Bwala is a disgrace to his own generation. It's a disgrace to his family. You know, he is now putting on different kind of attire because he has immersed himself into the category of the looters of the Nigerian space, quote and unquote. And I pray whatsoever he has wished for the Nigerian people, so shall it happen to him in Jesus' mighty name. Because these are people that don't want to see the Nigeria happen, the Nigeria of our dream happen. They don't want to see that we have a rules and regulation that is being covered by we, the people. And we put it in the constitution that we, the people, cover the rules and regulation that will make us come as brothers and sisters. Nigeria is a great country. I must tell you. Nigeria is the greatest black race, is the melting point of the black race in the universe. If you don't see it, you will see it with the visitation of Okonjo-Iweala to the State House. That is geopolitics. She came to play the geopolitics. She came to deliver the geopolitics, and that is it. And in geopolitics, because I wouldn't want to speak on what she spoke on, I will leave it to the economists. But the geopolitics of what she spoke today, I will keep it and hide it somewhere, because I know as time goes on, we'll be able to understand the geopolitics she came into play in the Nigerian space. And because she's a US citizen. And I want to say to our uncle that spoke on Bwala, I want to say thank you, sir. You spoke eloquently well, and you go deeper into what Bwala said, and you made it understandable to the entire Nigerian space. God bless you and keep it up. Say truth to power. That is what the new Nigeria is all about. I will leave it here for now. Sir? Sir?
Right on, 0 seconds.
Okay, sir. Let me just feel this 10 seconds. And I want to congratulate every one of us. I said it yesterday. Most of you have not keyed in to go and investigate what I'm saying. I said here the honorable that is in charge of the bill, of the new electoral bill, which every one of us have been fighting for. That bill has been set on now. Everything that we wish for, exception of one, who is going to bring the name of the chairman of INEC forth. That is the bone of contention. And I know, you and I know, that they won't allow that to go from the hands of the executive. They put it under the exclusive list. But what they are trying to do now, to make everybody understand it, they are trying to pull the law, electoral law, out of the constitution. Because if they don't pull it out of the constitution, we cannot be able to get it before the end of this year. So when they pull that law out of that constitution they gave us by Abu Salami, they can be able to put it in a separate law where they are able to amend it when need be, according to how we move on, to amend it so that it cannot go, it won't go through the normal procedures of constitutional review by going through the state houses and all other states. Now they are going to do it in the House of Senate and the House of Rep exclusively. But the person that is going to bring in the chairman of the INEC is still going to, I believe, is still going to rest in the hand of the executive and the head of the executive. So, my brothers and sisters, I wish everybody congratulations. We have done it, and we still be pushing for it, and they are going to call for everybody to contribute towards it in the month of September / October when they come back from their recess. So I want to say a big congratulations to everyone of us in Nigeria Watch, and to Peter and to everyone, Mama D, a big congratulations to you all. Let's keep on pushing what seems to be impossible in the Arabakus, the Obakus, the Ronukus is going to be possible in our time. May God bless you all.
Black Panther, that news development you are talking about, when did that happen?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the video.
Is it a video from social media influencer?
No, not social media.
Where did you get it from?
He was interviewed by Channels Anchorman, the man from Kwara State.
The one that attacked the hair, right? Until we get Ibom, let's get Ibom footage. Get Ibom footage.
What is it?
No, what I'm saying is you are talking about the Electoral Act.
Yes.
Being pulled out, the electoral law being pulled out of the Constitution, that
yes,
the National Assembly has agreed to proceed on everything that Nigerians have been asking for. And I'm saying,
yes, but exclusive of 2 or 3 of it.
So you are saying that it is from that Abejide man. Is that the man that Kogi State man? Is that the one you are referring to?
No, it's not a Kogi. I don't know where it's from, Kogi State, but it's an House of Rep member. They want to do it simultaneously.
Was there about 4 days ago running his mouth. That one now who said he has sponsored.
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. It's another one. This one is very knowledgeable, and they even invited some of the judges to make and put an impact on it too. I'll send the video to Nigeria. I saved it on my YouTube.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Wait. Now, it should be Mr. Odua.
Yes, I'm the one to talk. I'm the one talking. Sir?
Now, it should be me now, even before the mandate.
Sure, you are Baba Jonathan. You want to speak?
Okay, go ahead.
No, you are there before me. You are there before me, sir.
How would they follow? Would they follow the line, or would they follow from back?
So even with the line, Baba Jonathan supposed to first talk.
Yes. Now, but Black Panther don't talk now. Wait there for
because it is not what
happened. No, Nani first come.
Now Jonathan first come. I don't know how he came down.
No, Nani first come, Oga.
You know, the Black Panther no get network.
I don't know.
No, Nani first come. And my network moved it down because of Dr. Mo where come.
Donald Trump they pursue him, so they use a.
Okay then. All right. I greet you guys. You all welcome. God bless you all. And Mommy Diaspora too. I greet you, man. God bless you greatly. And all the panel, all the commenters and all the callers. I greet everyone. You all welcome. God bless you all. Yeah. Let me just say this, on this. I listened a little bit to yesterday's broadcast, not all. And I was listening to Give Us a Mandate. He talked about the Kwam 2, the Ibom year, And yeah, I just want to say this, with respect to that. At least we all know that Nigeria is not a normal country. We don't have anything that is even close to the rule of law. It's not, rule of law is not being followed. It's not, we're not even close to any of that in Nigeria. So knowing that fully well, I don't think we should be surprised so much, as to what happened this past weekend. The issue is that, see, there's this saying in I think it's a general proverb or so in Nigeria. They will say when somebody commits a crime and he wants to run away with that crime, they will say the dead that you have secretly buried, the two legs are already outside. This is the case of the Nigerian government. They think that by this action that they have taken now, getting K1 out of it, releasing the girl from prison, they think that they have buried this matter. No. We have buried nothing. This very one, this singular act, it will haunt Nigeria for a long time to come. It will haunt Nigeria for a very, very long time to come. Someone have said before that what will bring about revolution will be something very, very insignificant. Something that we don't even, think close about. It will be something very tiny. This one, it will haunt Nigeria for a very long time. That I can say for sure. Because they think that they have buried it. No. Going forward, this one will haunt them. It will haunt them for a very long time. Because they are clueless. And because they are also crooked. And because they want to respond to the public outcry on this matter, they quickly settle it in their own, the way they used to settle their political matters. They quickly settle it. But too sad, unfortunate for them, it's not going to work. It's not going to work at all. Because they are crooked, they are clueless, what they should have done, in my own estimate, if at all they even want to take this route, there is no way they should have let Kwam 1 go unpunished. It is just an aberration. It shows the state of mind, the criminal state of mind of our politicians. There is no way that they should have let Kwam 1 go without any form of public punishment. It's insane. It's insane. And so now you got to continue to do it now. Today, it is the lady, Comfort Imalson, or what was her name? The lady. It is today. It is that tomorrow is going to be another one, and you have to continue to release people because this Kwam 1 saga will haunt this crooked government, to haunt them for a long time. There's no way on earth you should have let him go. I was thinking about it, and I said, if these people are smart enough in a normal society, even if you want to take that route, you want to give him a cover, or what we call soft landing, at least, Nigerian politicians, our present politicians, man, they are so clueless. They have been criminal to a point where their brains are not functioning anymore. Honestly speaking, even if you want to give him soft landing, in a normal crime, there's what they call community service. Let Kwam 1 go to the airport for the next 6 months and go and work there 8 hours every day, or 20, 25 hours every week to go and work there with those security people there, in and out, wear the uniform, supervise. Let him know what those people are going through. They didn't do that. They added sort of injury by giving him an ambassador of airport security. Nigerians, this is just insane. I don't know what else to call it. It's just insane. But the dead that they think they are buried, the two legs will be coming out from time to time. Eventually, the whole head, eventually the whole body will come out, and it will continue to haunt them on this very one. That I can say for sure. But again, I want to talk about the guy, Dr. Mo. I appreciate him, for his courage to come out to run for the office of the chairman of the Abuja Municipal Area Council. Yeah, he's a courageous guy, and I appreciate him for that. But again, I think he said it all. He said it all. A lot of work still need to be done before that election. But with respect to, I saw a news also today of Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala visiting the State House. Talked about women empowerment and all the rest of it. A collaboration between the World Trade Organization and the ITC and to assist Nigerian women and all the rest of it. She has done her part. We have seen the movie before in Nigeria. This is a soap opera. We've seen it over and over and over again in Nigeria. It's not new.
The highest level of soap opera.
Soap opera. So the thing is that Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala, she has done her own part. In Nigeria, it is the implementation. I can guarantee you, and I can take a bet on it, that those women that will get this funding will not be the regular Nigerians that you and I know, that most Nigerians know. They will be the relatives of the minister, that minister that is responsible. All the cabinet members will submit names. Governors will bring out their own names. Ministers will submit their own names. The money, it will not really fit the impact of it. And there is no accountability. That I can assure you. That is as my sister will say, yes, sister, I say it will enter voicemail. And that will be the end of the story. That is the unfortunate part of it. As brilliant as that initiative is, it is dead in Nigeria. It is dead. The beneficiaries will be those that are already in government. Because they have no shame, they will even steal this money. Part of this money will still be stolen. If not, they will be transparent enough to let us see those Nigerians, the vulnerable Nigerians, the Nigerian women, the poor Nigerian women, Nigerian business women that they are talking about. They will let us see them. They will showcase them. Not the one that they have scripted, the real ones. They will not do that. That is that's just my cry. That's the only concern that I have for that program. Because it is Nigeria, that program is dead. And because there is no accountability in Nigeria, there's no transparency in Nigeria, nothing will happen. Just as Dr. Moses said he wants every Nigeria not to sleep, everybody to come out and do their part. I believe that Nigerians were not doing our part enough, all of us inclusive. I believe that we're not doing, and I believe that is the reason. And politicians want that to remain. They want that status quo to remain, because if we are not, Nigerians have been set up. That nation has been set up to create citizens that will not demand for accountability. It has been created and set up to bring up citizens, so-called citizens, that will care less about transparency. We are more or less like a spoiled brat that we just think that the government should just be doing their own. We don't have any part. And that is the way the country has been set up. That's the way the country has been set up. And when we say people are not coming out, we'll call and call and call. They are stealing the money, the country dry. People are still not doing anything because they believe they don't have any part to take. They don't have a stake at it.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. Please, how many minutes are we doing?
Yeah, I'm just rounding up. I started about 8. I think I'm on the 9th minute now. Let me just round up.
That's why I'm asking how many minutes so that
it's 8 minutes.
You've already covered almost 10 minutes.
Okay then. All right. Let me leave it there then.
Let's round up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Can I talk?
Hello.
Go ahead. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora, commenters, listeners, and viewers, and the passerby. Thank you all. Well, let me talk on Dr. Moabi, Dr. Mo, how you call it. Thank you for all your response and the questions and interview. Well, I respect your view and your capacity. But one thing about me is if I ask a question, it's direct because I believe practical is what favor people. You see, you tell us how education, tertiary education, whatever education, you will do this, you do that. It's good because English is not hard to speak, but to do the practical of English is what is difficult. If the school doesn't have wall, you want to build the best wall to push children, it's good. But learning language for me is not the best things of life because what we have in Nigeria at school is learning of language. So we call them that. That is why we will spend 24 years, 26 years, 24 years claiming to be graduate. But after the school, we cannot do practical things. Then we will not be hoping or the people who spend 14 years in their school to bring things for us. Now, in your primary school, you can learn how to do a carpenter in your primary school. It doesn't mean you must finish university before you must become 18 years before you know how to become a carpenter. Or a tailor. It doesn't mean even not first aid. It does not mean you must go to secondary school before you know first aid. Or not to talk of university or nursing school. It is because we who claim to travel or those who claim to educate did not really know the meaning of education. That is why they believe the English and the certificate they give to them that is education. I ask you, what are you going to bring the practical? You say, okay, technology is what that thing we call technology is what we put together. Those things we call common carpenter, common tailor, common bricklayer, common electric welder. What they put together is what we call technology. Common plastic maker. What they put together is called technology. What I really want to see from people, whether even it is a hall built with stick or built with plank, doesn't matter. What matter is how will you bring that common mechanic, that common electrician, common tailor to become their teacher that will teach them how to have value in life. Because when those people came to teach them on what we call workshop in they enable us to call them common mechanic, it's a school. That is why you have an apparatus called a learner. That is school. Put these people into this place that you call school you want to build. Then they will teach the children of that land how to have value. Those children that in the street begging that you said you want to take to school. This is what we put into them that they will have value. If not, they cannot use their 26 years to learn English or 28 years to learn English. You know, school does strike in Nigeria. They can become 32 years before they finish to learn English. After they learn English, they become useless in life because English will not create job for them. What create job is practical. It's technology. It's what we call technology now. It's known as practical. Who be practical leaders to become your teachers? Then once your student or your people go out of that position, they become useful to the society. So that is my advice to you. And it's not to tell me that you are you have doctor degree in Harvard, you have this, you work with Peter Obi. Many people that work with Peter Obi come back today and start criticizing Peter Obi. Many people that work with Peter Obi in a Labour Party, they become a House of Assembly, a senator. They were the one collecting SUV of 120,000, 120 million this thing from Japan. So they work with Peter Obi. They talk English, but the practical did not work for us, the Nigerians. So I love to see when people is deliberating on practical. And we do this, just like one of our sisters said, they should ask you how you're going to create job. Did you see that my way of life is how you create job? This practical of education is how you create job. So that is my response to you. And you take that advice and begin to put it into practice, and you know that this is the necessary things for life. It's not to tell me I'm a doctor degree, I'm a PhD, I'm a SSC, I'm whatever. Those things doesn't shake me, because we have those things, but we don't have refinery. But if we have the practical people, we will have refinery. We will not be waiting for motor to bring their fuel, or waiting for Japan to refine fuel for us, or Russia. It is because we don't have the practical people. And that is where one person can come out and tell us it's a miracle. When you ask him how will this thing work, we don't know, but he will go and buy ship, buy yacht, buy aeroplane. Instead of making the people of Nigeria to do aeroplane, to do ship, he will not want to do all those things. So because we don't have the practical people in what the people that have the knowledge of practical in all these positions. So that is it. And for the people that are talking, you see, I love this, my brother, what he, the Dr. Unisa Tanko, who tell us that we should go and register. Yes, we need to really register. But my advice to Dr. Unisa Tanko, they should help us to tell the INEC and so on, and the Nigeria government, that the people in abroad or any country supposed to be voting to let Nigeria, because those are the people who create job, who send money that the federal government is collecting money from them in the name of tax. You put money in bank, whatever maintenance, enemy, FG this, FG that, stamp duty, this that, they started collecting money from us. Upon all the money they are collecting from us, we don't have right to choose.
1 minute.
Okay, we don't have right to choose a leader on our land, but they want to go and bring the prisoners who doesn't contribute one kobo to be voting. So please, you people should still tell them that the people in abroad are supposed to be voting, not the one in prison. So those are my advice. Thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Njawa. Thank everybody. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Odua. Let me just start from where you stop. Please, let us not bring the diaspora voting. We are talking about the prison own they are bringing. That is the way they will just rig us out. We'll never reach that level, I beg. So we'll close that chapter of diaspora, because today they have not given us the data of how many Nigerians, millions of Nigerians, or thousands of Nigerians are abroad. So let them know we will not sleep and wake up and we'll see 5 million votes from diaspora given to one man. Okay, thank you for that. And secondly, I want to encourage people on the, if you don't have your voters registration, and for those of you who are interested in changing Nigeria, like we always say, Obidient movement is a strong movement for people who believe for Nigeria to work, who believe to leave a legacy for their children. That is the essence of the Obidient movement. Get involved, register, and you will see options are there, like our leader, Dr. Tanko, said. You register if you are interested of becoming a local government chairman, any office you want to contest for. On the platform there, when you register, is there. Talking about your building your blocks. If you have a family, you have people, you know you are a political strategist, like Wike, they fight for structure for River State. You have people behind you. You register all those people, let people know, put them there. Okay, yeah, this person is a political heavyweight. So you make yourself relevant in the group. So if you are staying outside, it's not like before. One Okada man will come and just pick a Labour Party because Obidient movement join Labour Party. As the structure of Obidient is, it is people who register there because they have a body who will look at the character of people, look at your CV. Because the option there, you will put your CV, put you. So if you say you school in Chicago, they will trace you even before the election to know if actually your certificate is original. So we will not have to have a candidate that they will take to court that he did not serve a NYSC or he did not have a WAEC. That is the essence of advising and encouraging people to register and put in your interest, area of volunteers, whatever thing you think you can do for the movement. Get involved and register. Once you put there, you will be known. Then people will be in charge, will scrutinize and check you, know who you are, your characters, and there is options. If you register, you say you from Edo, you are in this platform. You can say, okay, who can we confirm to say this person knows you as Obidient? He say, I know Mr. Niger Watch know me, and Mr. Niger Watch can be contacted. He say, okay, yes, I confirm this person. It's a strong. That is how it is. It's not like before. Anybody will just come and pick them, go to National Assembly and turn to another different thing. So the movement is about to the grassroots. And what my brother Mo is doing today is what I'm also telling Mr. Jonathan, Mr. Niger Watch, Black Panther, to pick a register and pick their interests. At least Mr. Jonathan fit in as a governor of Ogun State come 2027. We will have a better country. Niger Watch pick those state. We will have a better country. So we will be happy that we'll have people who produce in this place. Or Black Panther will pick those state. Even if the two of them battling, we will see how it's our people. One of them win. We will be happy. So get involved and register so that time will not come. You say, oh, I couldn't have anything here because other people have already taken the space. So pick your own now and get your choices. Then secondly, I will come to the issue happening in Nigeria, the trending something. It's a message to the Minister of Aviation. If anybody can share this message so I can reach to him, this template they are setting for Nigeria today, because of one man is above the law. Today, we are trying to revise the law of the country. We are trying to change something. This is not what Nigeria wants at this point. Because this template they are setting today is going to be a problem. Because they don't want to prosecute Mr. K1 today. You can see, we are not saying whatever thing that happened in that bomb is against the lady or is in favor of the lady. But if the lady slap this person, yes, which me, I'm against that. How do they treat? If they can investigate, if anything goes wrong, they should prosecute them, let them be. If it is the law of Nigeria said minimum of 3 years imprisonment or you pay 200,000 fine. They do those things. And when you do it, we'll know. But because of they don't want to do anything to K1, if they do it to this girl, Nigeria already shouting. And because of that, our constitution and the law of the country is being suspended. And we are setting a precedent which is going to affect the system tomorrow. And we now do another step of celebrating people that does things wrong by coming up to say, we will make you people ambassador. Ambassador of what? So you are not telling Nigerians you can go and cause problem, then you become a celebrity. Do these things, breach the law, then we will give you ambassadorial position to say, okay, you are the one campaigning for this, you are the one to show. What ambassador are you putting them? Are we Nigeria, those are no, we are not fool. What are you telling us? Ambassador is a person representing a brand, representing the country. If you are representing, you are the image of that thing. So how can you give me somebody who have done something wrong and you want to make me an ambassador? No, that is not acceptable. So what is wrong is wrong. So the Minister of Aviation should take note that they are setting a standard where it's going to be a negative one. And many people will toe that line, and it's going to be a problem to our country. We should not celebrate what is wrong. And to the Delta State person, I saw a news of someone offering a 500K job for the lady. If somebody have done something, no matter what happened, we shouldn't be celebrating things that are wrong. We have a lot of first class men in Delta State, which I know. I've lived in Delta State. We have brilliant guys who graduate from school, they don't have job. Just because they turn this girl clothes and you people have see some things you are not supposed to see, you like it, everybody are doing some eye service. I don't know, some people might do in good intention, but some of these things is just because of to show high service things. We shouldn't celebrate something that is wrong. Nobody is saying what that lady did is something that is correct or is wrong. Let the court decide. But we saw in our eyes, which she reacted, she slapped and she was aggressive. If that is wrong, then she should serve any jail term. Then for the bomb aid staffs also, then they investigate all those things. If anybody is guilty, they just do them, discipline them, so that other people will learn from this kind of thing. So for you to come and data say that you are offering him a job of 500K when you have over millions of people in data state who do not have job, Nigerians, this is not fair to your fellow Nigerians and other people who have suffered to study hard just because of this thing happened. They show some private place they are not supposed. You people saw it. You want to favor him now. Show that hey, everybody are saying this one happened for good, for her, for God to promote her. Which today evil is evil. That is for me. We must have a country where things will work in the right way. Thank you, everybody. Let me leave the floor for another person. Give us our mandate. I think
Give us
you are
our
the
mandate.
next.
I think it's your turn now.
And they don't talk now. Give us a man, they don't talk. Who is the next person? The
Okay.
last person.
I'm the one that is speaking. It's Victory that is meant to speak.
Okay. T-Birds.
This
Cadiz.
It's Victory.
is
Um,
Cadiz.
um,
V
yeah,
something, you are the one to talk, Victor. I'll be victory.
yeah, I'm speaking now. Thank you, Mr. Dua. Yeah, I just think that, well, it was good that Dr. Mo came here tonight to speak to us, but I personally I don't believe in whatever they are doing in that Nigeria space in terms of election because everybody know what's going to be the outcome. People will go out, people will be beaten. If case is not taken, people might even lose their life. So I will only take this whole politics of Nigeria serious when I see those people claiming to be forming a coalition that will come out visibly and tell them that without election reform, that there's no need for Nigeria going to any next election because it's going to be the same thing again. People will be seriously brutalized, and as usual, Nigeria don't react to anything. And what I've seen so far within the last 2 years, I'm not convinced that the average Nigerian is willing to take back that country. I'm not saying that because they are still more interested in their pastors and going to church and mosque and be praying for breakthrough. Rather, they don't want to face the thing that is pressing their neck, which is politics. Everything in this life revolves about politics, and I don't think they are serious. I don't think the Nigerians that living there are serious to take back that country back. So, for me, I mean, I just see elections right now as a waste of time. I see people mounting serious pressure on this government. Say, listen, we cannot continue like this. We can't have a system whereby people's votes don't count. What is the point? So that's what I was saying on that. And for the comfort lady, I just think that Nigerians are just we're very poor at conflict management. I think there would have been better ways to manage what happened in the airline. Even when she was being asked to leave the airline, that could have been handled in a more matured manner, as usual. The average Nigerian is very hot-tempered. Everything is force. If you don't do it right now, we're going to deal with you and all that. And I think that's what led to that. And I think that for K1, Jonathan said something earlier. That's what exactly that was in my mind. That if he was here in the UK, he will be given a community sentence. Can you imagine K1 going to wear the security uniform, working as a security officer in the airport for 3 months? where you be telling people good morning, good afternoon, man, welcome, and all that. That will bring him back to earth, that you're nobody. The fact that you have money or you know the president, it doesn't make any difference. You do the community service, you commit the crime, you do the time, you serve your punishment. So that would have taught him a lesson. And that would have been the best lesson for anybody. That would have been the best deterrent to say, listen, if you break the law, you misbehave, you'll be dealt with no matter your status in the society. And I think that's why Nigeria is not moving forward. It's a country of lawbreakers. And I was in a platform where people were actually applauding what happened when he was given an ambassador. And I'm thinking to myself, a lot of people have lost their mind. And there's no reason, I'm not surprised why Nigeria is like that, because even the ones that are abroad, I don't even know, some of them are terrible people. So the platform that I was, majority of the people they're living here in the UK. And they were applauding that, it was a good thing. And that's why Nigeria is not making progress, because the supporters of the evil that is being perpetrated in that place called Nigeria is the biggest problem. Not even the people that are committing the evil, the supporters that are behind whoever is committing that evil is the biggest problem Nigeria have. And until Nigeria start punishing people for wrong behavior, we're not going anywhere. We all know Nigeria people don't follow, people break the law, they don't care. Everyone if you have lived in Nigeria, you would have had some sort of experience of how you know that people break the law. It's not, it didn't start today. This has been going on for years since I was born. So until we hold people responsible for their action, Nigeria is not going to make progress. And Kiyamo, like what Jesus Amandi said, we want to see the CCTV footage, everything that happened from the beginning to the end. And if this guy has been wrong, she should be compensated rightly for that. So it's not about washing everything wish and say, release her from prison, blah blah blah, and all that. No, we want to see a thorough investigation where the public can say for themselves that this is what happened, and lessons should be learned from this. And I will say again to all Nigerians that sometimes when people tell you to do something, it's the fact that for example, if she was told that, switch off your phone. If she had switched off her phone, all this would not have happened. Or you can even pretend that, I've switched off my phone, just put it in your pocket. Who would know that you didn't? How would they know that, she hasn't switched off her phone? Nobody will say, bring your phone from your pocket. Simple instructions. Sometimes with Nigeria, we just follow that to avoid unnecessary hassle that could happen to you. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, Oga Victor. I want to say, Mr. Ferreira, you came late. You have 5 minutes.
No. I beg you. I go need.
Okay. Take.
I beg you. Make I start first of all. Make I greet all of you.
Take the 8 minutes. Take the full 8 minutes.
After my today's submission, wait. Make I put my preambles forward before you give me time. Mr. Elvis, show you the listing. After my today's submission, if Black Panther no apologize to me, ban out for life. You did there.
They never give you. We never get the indoor footage. They talk your own.
say Black Panther, Oga Ferrara.
We need the video for inside the plane.
Black Panther, is better you apologize now before we throw you out.
Wait, I stand on my ground. Divos Amade said we need the footage. If you don't get that, you don't feel commit me to anything now.
After my submission, ban them for life.
So after the indoor footage, you can ban me.
Can we vote so that we can throw Black Panther out of here to look?
Say I go wear any regalia will give me.
I want to. How much time will I give me so I know how to
go? 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Continue.
Okay. Now I want to continue from where Mr. Kedzi or Victor stopped. Hold people accountable for their action. Simple instruction we cannot follow. These are like opposites. Never not confuse ourselves. So, first of all, Mr. Akedzi, we have been following simple instruction all our life in Nigeria. They don't give us light, we follow. They don't give us water, we follow. They don't give us road, we follow. They don't give us any, our vote no count, we follow. We've been following simple instruction. Maybe it's time all of us become comfort. You understand? All of us become comfort, resistance. But first, before I go into details, let us clear the ignorance that is out there. Now, if the airline have bad laws, we should be able to call them out on it, and that this law is not bad, they need to change it. For example, what do I mean by bad law? This issue that generated this problem of turning phone off. Turning phone into airplane mode is the same as turning phone off because it doesn't receive any signal. If anybody want to argue with me, make them go Google airplane mode. You go explain them to them. So if the Air Force is airplane is saying that you have to turn it off, it doesn't go with this current world generation or whatever. Waiting when we go use for that one, 2025, where technology is advanced. So that one said, but that's not why I came here. I came here because I want Mr. Black Panther, you go apologize after I present my case. Now, but I want to start with
you must give us the video footage, oh.
We get everything here. I get everything here. So
inside the plane.
Everything. Don't worry. I get everything here. I don't prepare for you. Now work I dey write. Now for work, I don't jot all this thing down. Anyway, so let's focus on what is important. We Nigerians, we love to major on we like to major on the minor. Focus on the minor, and we don't focus on the major things. Let me ask you guys one big question. Everybody listening to me, if I list 4 or 5 things, which one will you say is our biggest problem? 1, selective prosecution. 2, corruption. 3, impunity. 4, lack of rule of law. Or 5, our mindsets are not prosecuting offenders. You could say almost all of the above or some. I don't know which one you would pick, but those things I listed are our key problem that has brought us to where we are. Now, we got here because we do not prosecute those that do wrong. That's why I hold people accountable, like the last speaker said. That's how we got here. So we have a society where we have impunity. And why don't we prosecute those who do wrong? Is it because we have the bad laws, or is it because we have right laws, or we don't have laws at all? I would say even if we have bad laws, if we use them, our society will not be this bad. That's my own view. Any other person can disagree. So why don't we prosecute them? Let me tell you why. Because of this word, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are talking to? Big manism, big man. Big man has given us impunity. And it has also given us selective prosecution. Sometimes we will come here and argue, well, we don't have institution. If we have institution, they will do this, they will do that. No. What is happening is that this selective prosecution is happening because of one concept. The rich man can get away with anything. The poor man will be prosecuted. I always tell you guys, everything where they happen for Nigeria now, make it go they listen to fella song. You don't put down for song. Say you go say they go if pickpockets, if poor man will be small, we no get money. How in they steal, in go pickpocket. Now in you go see Nigerians catch him, he be thief. Catch him, he be robber. But if big man authority stealing, which is worse than armed robbery, you know go hear them say, thief. So he has put all this in book. So the poor have always been the ones that have been executed in Nigeria. The rich never. So that means our institutions are faulty. Maybe we have them, maybe we don't. But the baddest thing that can happen to any society is when its institution tell lies. And there is nobody in that society to expose those lies. Let me tell you why we don't expose those lies. Those of us we go school, I don't know about on our time, Mr. Elvis, but I go tell you about our own time, the time of where we them daily, show read them go school. For our own time, with that time when we did campus, when I know the thing where we they call girls where they outside campus, we they call them bushmeat. Bushmeat, as if say they no be human being. We have already denigrated them that because we dey campus, we don't better pass them. Then be bushmeat. So if they see you on campus, carry bushmeat, come. People go laugh you. You don't carry campus girl. You carry bushmeat. So culturally, we have been grown to become big men. Even the military, what would they say? When they are in officers, in the officer cadets, oh, you these bloody civilians. You see, classification. So, and then the journalists, of course, they went to university and all that. So everybody with their education and all they teach themselves as trying to join the big man group. That's why nobody exposes when institutions tell lies. Now, nobody's because we see sometimes ourselves in the big man. But I'm not saying this is what is responsible for what has been happening with Kwan 1 and Kwan 2. Yesterday, Mr. Black Panther had a fierce argument with me, but the tragedy of that argument was that while he was making his point, which I disagree with, of course, he did not let me make mine, and then he was very emotional about his point. But I was trying to prove to him that his points are not based on fact or accurate fact or total fact. What do I mean by that? Let's say there are 10 things that is needed to prove the whole story. You now have 3 things in front of you and you're calling for prosecution or execution of whatever subject we were talking about. And this has always been the Nigerian story. When they catch a common thief on the road before they put tire for his head, does any of the crowd that are putting tire on his head, do they even confirm if he actually stole that thing? No, but they go burn him to death. So on this girl's case, and I will keep telling you that what we had, what showed up to us was institutional failures. And none of us saw that. We were too carried away by that beautiful breast. I'm not going to talk about that again ever. We were too carried away by our emotion. We were too carried away that she was so insolent not to obey simple instruction. So we wanted to castigate her, but none of us saw several layers of institutional failure. Make I tell you now one thing. You no go fix Naija if you don't fix the institutional failures. Let me start highlighting where those institutional failures occurred. One, with the airline company. As a company, when I enter into a contract with you to take me somewhere, you have a duty of care towards me. Did this airline provide this duty of care? That was in breach of that contract to that girl. Number one, institutional failure. Number two, the airline authorities, let's say she misbehaved, that bungled this girl and took her straight to a magistrate. You will say maybe they are doing their job, but did they hear both sides of the story? Every institution must hear both sides of the story. No, they did not. That's second institutional failure. Third institutional failure was the court. The court, which was supposed to be the most important one. The magistrate Olarewaju. Gee, I wrote his name earlier. Where did I put it? I forgot. Olarewaju something. Because we need to publicize his name. A magistrate court who does not have jurisdiction over that case, but yet had jurisdiction. That's one thing. Then even did worse, remanded the girl in prison for 2 months for a bailable offense. These are serious institutional failures. But none of us are talking about that. We were so emotional. We were so mad that who is this ordinary girl who is not a big man? to disobey simple instruction from the institution, the same institution that has been lying to us since Nigeria was formed. They lied to us about the civil war. They lied to us about election. They lied to us about our money. They lied to us about oil. But everybody was mad and they want this girl dealt with. So institutional failure, I've given you 3 there. There's still more. It doesn't stop there. Then the institutional failure continues.
You have 1.5 minutes left.
I have 5 minutes left. That would be enough.
1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes.
Oh, give me 4, please. I beg. I will round
This man, now 1.5 minutes you get.
Okay, I'll use it. Now.
At least stretch it to 2 minutes so that I can round up.
Yeah. So the next one was your minister, who, first of all, he has no court powers. The only person that can take somebody out of jail, it should be a court order. I'm sure they went and did that afterward, after they've released the girl, because we didn't hear anywhere in the press that they went to court, seek an injunction, and ask that the girl be released. That's the procedure. So there's several layers of institutional failure. Now, I'm going to need more time because I never got to the video part, but let me quickly touch on the video part. Now, these people, the video they pushed out was what they wanted us to hear. They were controlling the narrative. Then the airline put out a statement that is full of lies as compared to the counter statement by that lawyer who was sitting beside the girl. That's number 2. Number three, the video. You can see when the girl was not allowed to go out, her hair was still intact. She still had that beautiful wig. She still had her jacket on. The video they showed us when she slapped that air hostess, her jacket was gone, her wig was gone, and then the air hostess herself, her own wig was gone. So that means the total evidence is not even complete. So nobody knows what happens between the period that the wig was gone. Maybe the air hostess, we could come to conjecture. The air hostess snatched her wig, she snatched the air hostess bag, and they got into it. But the girl was perfectly okay when she made that video. And then when
can I redirect you? There was no contact in the plane.
This is important. The last one, when they brought her down, they were trying to tamper with her property and she was trying to preserve evidence. But they wouldn't want that. They were trying to either smash her phone or take some of that. This is what sent her into more irate anger. And she keeps saying, but people were not listening. Go and check your camera in the plane. Your camera in the plane. Your camera in the plane. And when she slapped that woman in that first video, she pointed to her own head. These are things professionals, lawyers will dig out in a courtroom. But they don't want it to go to court. Why? Because the big man is making the rule. I'm only rounding up. I would have told you how the big man, they don't want it to go to court. They don't, because in court, you will be under oath. All these things will come out. Now they want to bribe her, giving her ambassadorship. And they give, I don't even want to talk about Kwan Won, because that one, we already know that one. But we should talk about this girl. Oh, because that is the common man. This is how they took our votes. And now we are still letting them do it. Make I tell you now everybody go chop breakfast. So now all of us.
We don't chop the breakfast now. Thank you very much for that brief analysis. Despite that analysis, the judge has ruled that all case because it was withdrawn. Mama Echo, are you there?
But is anybody holding the judge accountable for his misdeed?
No, the judge has no jurisdiction. That one is plain and
so
that one is fact.
Why did he rule in the first instance? Are we asking for accountability from the judge?
As you have said now, your guy on top have spoken. Your guy above spoke to him.
But Mr.
You know how Nigeria runs now.
Mr. Ferreira.
Yes.
I just want to ask you one question. You talked about us, they didn't seek for any court injunction before they released them. You said the judge do not have the jurisdiction over the issue. So why do you...
No, they withdrew the case. They withdrew the case.
From which
they were supposed to get a judge court injunction to release her.
Was there a case against her?
They already filed. They filed against her.
If he doesn't have a jurisdiction over the case, So which case do they go to?
Yeah,
No,
no.
the
Even
case
if there's no
is a federal
jurisdiction,
case. It's a federal case.
it's a judge that would have to make that order, another judge or another court. That's where I'm going with this. It's another court or another judge that would have to make that call that, oh, you, the lower court, you don't have
That
jurisdiction.
case belongs
So
to the
therefore,
High
go and
Court.
file this
That
case.
case belongs to the High Court.
Exactly.
Belong to the High Court. It's not the
How many
customary court
judges
that
were involved?
that case is belong.
They just want to put her in prison now.
But what I want to say here is that what I want to say here is that there was no, according to the lawyer that was sitting beside the girl, there was no contact inside the airplane, but there was an altercation, and the altercation, who did it come from? It was from the air host, the second air hostess, because he said the first air hostess was very humane and she was humble and politely she spoke to the lady, but the second air hostess aggravated and make nonsense of what the first air hostess has done. I believe that is where the training of the Nigeria aviation system.
This is a matter of civil lawsuit against that air hostess.
Yes.
Violated the girl, and she also was
no. You know why the civil lawsuit will not come up? Yeah. You know why the civil lawsuit will not come up? Because both parties, because the girl had a lawyer. There's what we call, they give them lawyers. So I believe they have come into a round conclusion, because before the judge will go ahead to conclude, there must be outside agreement and a withdrawal. So
that's part of our problem.
Black Panther.
Yes.
Do you know why that happened?
They put them together.
No, I know why it happened. I know the political situation. They made a mistake from beginning.
Yes.
You cannot judge, you cannot sentence, you cannot wait, let me land this one. You cannot sentence a person before you take her to court.
Even the
lady was sentenced already.
The footage was out now, and they saw it. They know that they are in trouble also, so they just want.
But the judge will look at the two things.
The judge was not, this particular judge is not even supposed to look at anything.
Yes, but in a normal sense, the judge will look at the case brought before, and the case brought forth that she disobeyed the pilot, and two, the judge will look at the immorality of the air hostess and how she was morally, they exposed her body without any consent.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther. There is something you said earlier. You said that girl said you don't know how to off that phone.
Yes.
And another person take it. Did you think it is lie?
It's a lie now.
No, it's not. Listen, don't argue.
I know I did that, but I lie now.
Listen, I'm talking, I want to use myself example now. Did you know that this phone I'm using, when I bought it, as I bought it, I've able to put email and everything, it start working. Did you know that this phone refused to off?
You don't know how to off it now.
You are correct. Even iPhone doesn't have something. You have to press the double button, or you command.
No, this one was not able to press double button. Did you know that this phone, the way they program it, it is Samsung. The way they program it.
If you cannot off your phone, you have to go back to the school of technology.
Listen very well. Listen very well. Until I have to go back, what is the problem? When you off it, it will not off. I have to start searching, until I have to go and off something inside this phone. Just like you are resetting for, I have to go and off something. The moment I put on that thing on, the phone will never off again.
Mr. Odua, I understand what you are saying.
Let me shock you people. And sorry, if I finish one, you can go ahead, please. It's just something that I need to bring forward. That you people will be so happy.
Are you doing final submission, Mr. Black Panther, or you guys are
we are talking randomly, but let me just get this one in, because it's something all of us we be shouting, because we all contributed to this thing and it has gone far. I want to thank the Niger Watch, and I want to thank everybody right here everybody that has been speaking on the path of truth and has been exposing the political class that we have. And information just got to my system now, and then it's from People's Gazette. Right in your backyard, Mr. Jonathan, a judge has just declared APC and PDP a terrorist organization. And then it's so glad in my heart that the judge stood firm and he brought out facts supported by the immigration agent of the Canadian region. And it is boldly, it's clear, it's on the system now. Everybody can see it clearly on the system now. So it's something that we should be proud of ourselves, because we have been speaking it out, and Nigeria Watch have been speaking it out. These people are demonic, satanic, and they've been hearing us, and many facts have been posted online to so many things. And I would like to thank one of our brothers that is always sending a message to the United Nations. They are reading it, and they are seeing it. All of us should continue. Who says our voice does not go far? We should continue. And as it is now, if you're a card carrier member of those parties, I believe it will be very difficult to come into Canada. That's the way, because the judge has declared it with a fact and everything is there. It's nothing but what the Canadian immigration brought forward.
Black Panther, that's interesting. I just Googled it myself, but I've not read the full story. But the headlines,
all right, the full story, in case you have not read the full story is what you are seeing right there. Canadian court declares APC and PDP terrorist organization denies asylum for playing Nigeria. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Canada Federal High Court has upheld a landmark immigration tribunal ruling that declared Nigerian major political parties, All Progressive Congress and People Democratic Party, terrorist organization, while refusing asylum to former member Douglas Egariwa over his decade-long affiliation with both parties. So, yeah. And so we say, I don't want to read everything.
Yeah, Mr. Elvis, it's interesting though, because just yesterday,
Mr. Jonathan,
may finish. Make you not forget what you want to talk now.
They won't let somebody talk. You see,
if you forget what you want to talk now.
It's interesting though that just yesterday, the United States government approved to sell arms to Nigeria that is being governed or being led by what we can now call a terrorist organization, right? By another court of competence jurisdiction, not just in any country, but in Canada. So I don't know how far that will go now, but it has not been finally approved by the US Congress to sell those ammunitions to Nigeria, because no country will sell ammunitions to a country that is being led by a terrorist party, political party. So this is a conundrum, a quagmire now that Nigeria has just found himself, and I think they will play a lot. This is a diplomatic battle now. The battle line has been drawn. I believe the Nigerian government will start. They will fight this to clean this up. But it's not going to be easy. There's no easy path for this one. We'll start seeing this. There's no easy path. So one can say we have a terrorist organization governing Nigeria. And when you say that, it's not an allegation. It's a judgment delivered by competent court. So that's
okay. Mr. Alabo, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah, Nigeria Watch. Why I was just appealing to Jonathan. Sorry for that, Jonathan. Sorry for interrupting. It was because of Mr. Black Panther. Mr. Black Panther have accepted. He's talking now contrary to what his previous submission. And we are still waiting for him, like Mr. Ferreira said. I was thinking he's coming to say, okay, he's sorry for a recent submission of the man.
So this submission where they give now he be one interject Mr. Jonathan for.
No, I want make Black
Panther. Who they talk say sorry? What I talk? Where they against them?
Hold on, Black Panther, please. I'm talking important thing. Hold on, please. Mr. Labo, that was very bad. If now because of this one you were interjecting him for, why can't you wait? Most of us are doing this on this panel. Just wait. Stepping on people's tongue will make people forget what they were trying to say. Me to say an emergency, you want to say Tinubu fall for plane, or Oshomole is fighting Obaseki.
Thank you.
I don't want Black Panther to escape this thing. I want them to apologize.
No, but you cannot stop. You people, you should stop this thing that you are doing. When people are giving their submission, wait, let them finish. That's what they do me as well. If I'm talking, the next thing, everybody will stop me from talking. Sometimes I forget what I was saying. I'll just, okay, let's move on. And because we all are human beings, let people land. Thank you. You know, Mona, continue the way you were talking. Thank you. God bless you.
This. You said Black Panther should apologize. I wonder where you want me to apologize, because we have not at the end of this case. And my brother was asking for a full video footage, which I believe is going to come out, because the aviation industry said they are going to go deeper and deeper. And if you look at it, I came from the criminal part of it, which we all agreed on. So which other part are you accusing me of? Is it that I said that the Kwamwan should not be jailed? Or did I say Kwamwan should go free? Or did I accept the ambassadorial position?
Yeah, it's a VIP, cannot be.
Kwamwan in the Nigerian sentence is a VIP. Fela said it now. When VIP steal, now authority stealing, they know they call a thief. So what do you want me to say? Kwamwan is a VIP, whether you like it or not.
Okay,
I said something.
Question. Let me
I said something about 4 days ago. I said, if you want to become known in Nigeria, you act like terrorism, because that is why this what they call Pawanabi, if they did not give him ambassador, the moment he become act like a terrorist, they give him ambassador. So Nigeria government, I know that. I said it, and it really happened.
But I want us to look into the political statement of this thing that we have just read. How it's going to turn the political arena around. So I want us to view it very well.
The judgment of that court. You need to read the judgment, and that judge did not, make that decision on his own. He based it on intelligence report from the Canadian government and a submission, a document submitted to the court by the Minister of Safety, the Canadian Minister of Public Safety. The Minister of Public Safety in Canada is a top-ranking minister, side by side with the Prime Minister. And it was based on an intelligence report. In fact, the way they characterize these people, it is damning in that judgment. It is so damning that one will be ashamed to be a Nigerian. Honestly speaking, he said, the judge, according to the intelligence report from Minister of Public Safety and Preparedness, he said that the APC and PDP were implicated in political violence, subversion of democracy, and electoral bloodshed in Nigeria. So you want the judge? You think Canada is a crooked system, has a crooked system like Nigeria, or a crooked judicial system like Nigeria, that the minister, based on intelligence report, will submit document to a judge, and the judge will throw it under the table? It's not going to happen. This is damning, and I've been seeing politicians in Nigeria they are already coming out saying that this is going to be very serious, and it's an overreach.
Now, how are we going to spin it to maneuver the political landscape?
They have to start fighting this from tomorrow. They have to start fighting this from tomorrow, because anybody can say, okay, we have a terrorist government in Nigeria, and nobody can hold you.
Reno Omokri go give them response. Reno Omokri, him and Falikayode and the other one, Bwala. I can't wait them response.
What I'm trying to say here is that I want us to go deeper. How are we going to use it as a political dynamics to win people over to our side and see the picture why they call them the terrorist organization by the court of Canada? So I want
Mr.
us to
Black,
think about how we're
Mr.
going to spin it.
Mr.
See,
Black Panther, can I
see, you
remind
know
you of
what?
one thing? Mr.
You know
Jonathan,
what happened? See, this 320 something million dollars ammunitions that they just want to buy from United States. Buhari did similar thing in 2022. Where are those ammunitions? Why do we still have insecurity in Nigeria today? This is just money for the boys. They just want to steal the money again. Straight away, call it what it is. What have the Nigerian military done with the one that Buhari acquired in 2022? The same equipment.
They use it now.
Use it on who? It's
On
Nigerian.
Boko Haram now.
You're
Go and
wrong.
read the news today. If you see the
Ready
items
for
of
you
those
all, so that
ammunitions,
when they reach
it's like
2027,
Nigeria is at war with Russia. If you see what they highlighted there, those equipment, you will say it's Nigeria fighting Russia, and they have such equipment, they cannot stop insecurity. What are they doing with it? Is either they don't have it, or they have it and they just don't want to use it.
No, okay, Jonathan, you know what happened to those ones? I think that ammunitions and the aircraft came together, and the aircraft was supposed to be delivered within the space of time, and the ammunition also is going to be delivered within the space of time. But as you know, the Nigerian government they will never tell you whether it's been delivered or not delivered. They will say it's the top secret. So those are the kind of things that our security. That's why I asked one of our member here, our guy here, our brother here, that what is the defense policies of the Nigerian state? He couldn't answer me. I've been asking this question for over 1 year plus for him to answer. He can't even Google it to bring it forward to me. That is a very good start, because if we have a defense policy, we will know whether the defense policy is a secret or not a secret. Because there are some kind of things that it is supposed to be meant for public, because they are using the public tax money to procure this equipment, and it's also supposed to be top secret. It's all over in the media. You should tell the public when this thing is in or when it is out. You are fighting an insurgent. All of us know about it. Our brothers and sisters have been mailed, but yet you don't want to tell us how equipped you are and whether you have received any equipment from social country. So that's the kind of problem we have, and it has to do with kind of defense policy that Nigeria is putting forward and what they are doing. And I guess they don't have. It's just a caricature country that we need to start from the foundation to break this thing apart and form a new country that we all have equal rights to do anything, where the man from the trenches will grow up to become somebody that we all will be proud of. That is the country we want to see. But somebody was here yesterday telling us that our country is a country, telling us that we have a constitution. That is an aberration. That is a spit on our face. I keep on saying, if you cannot speak against this kind of guys that come, then we allow this thing to fly. I will not allow it to fly, because the way I'm taught by my professor, there's a way a country is being created, and that principle, we are not left out. We have to go through the principle and have a foundation that we all can hand over to the next generation. Thank you.
Panther, you asked one question, and they will sometimes will pretend as if we don't understand our country. One, let me start with Jonathan Horn. You know, the National Assembly, they have their own settlement, and the military must have their own. And you know, every country, they equip their defense system, not because of corruption. But the system of Nigeria own is a corruption way of settling this agency. You must have your own budget. That is where you will have your own court. Then talking about the judgment, I saw that since after coming out from Canada. We know our politicians. nothing concerned PDP and APC. The same US court gave judgment about somebody forfeit money with that link to drug. Our judge in Nigeria said that one has to do in US. It has nothing to do with Nigeria. So we know how this system works in our own country. They will move on. If Canada said they are terrorists, they will move to Dubai. They will move to other countries. The only time we will see our country will work well is when US will join Canada and UK will join Canada. When these two people join, UK have influence over Dubai, US have influence over Dubai. So it will show our politicians a lot of things. When they get to the embassy of Dubai, they deny them. They get to Ukraine or any place we want to go, they deny them. Then they will know it's serious. They have to fix their country. But if these people don't come in because of their economic benefit, we will just continue having a system like this working for us. It's so sad.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm laughing. Sorry, I'm laughing for PDP. We just said that they said Canada should dismiss that case, that the court should dismiss it immediately. I just laugh.
This is a corrupt country. They don't lose election. Two parties, APC and PDP, they don't lose.
Dismiss the case. Well, we're oh God. It's unfortunate for us.
You see, let me tell you guys, I asked a question earlier on. I said, how are we going to play this political dynamics in the next election? You see, this is what we should be thinking about to our own advantage. Look, let me tell you one thing. You see, Nigerians, we are going to revive it with every bit of information. And if you listen to Martin Luther King when he was giving one of his speech in one of the Baptist churches, he said three things: how the government can take down a country and can subject the people to ridicule. One, the people itself. Two, the information sector. And three, one other thing I'm trying to remember, it's long I read that book. So there are three things that, most especially dissemination of information. If that's the way to either put in or bring down a government. And if you take advantage of this, you are going to make sure that your people are well abreast with the kind of information bringing forth. Look at this one now. A judge of a competent judge, after looking at getting information from the security agent, declared that it's a terrorist organization. And now I know they will start defining what you mean by terrorism. They will start defining it. We all know what it means. The judge cannot make, the judge is not lying. He has got a lot of information. So how do we spin this? We can spin this into the hearts of every Nigerian that are liable to vote. I know we are in a peculiar situation, but we will still get into the 2027 election. We can use this to spin it round. Because as it is now, if in a sane society, APC and PDP should be a lost party forever. Because if a court in another country declare you, it's going to affect even your presidency. It's going to affect the PRO of the country. It's going to affect every area, sector of the country. They will not find us serious anymore because we are aiding and abetting criminality, and criminality is in our government. So we can spin this to our own benefit.
US court no document say your president be asset.
That one individual, this one a country party. We can use it and make sure that we win the next election.
Yeah, you see, that's a good one that Mr. Ferreira put out there. You know, Nigeria, I'm trying to picture how the likes of Omokri, Bwala will come out starting from tomorrow. Their argument, because you have to be 2-3 steps ahead of them to deal with them. Otherwise, they will win the conversation. Because I know that they will say that this judgment was from an immigration appeal court. Whether it is from an immigration appeal court or not, it does not matter. It is a court of competent jurisdiction. And the decision was not made in a vacuum. that judgment. It was based on intelligence report. So as far as I know, the Canadian government will stand by it for as long as whatever. The Canadian government cannot, the Prime Minister will not even want to have anything to do with that government, because he knows that the day he starts doing that, he has just handed over a very nice weapon to the opposition. This is not the kind of system. Once the parliament opens back in September, that's what they will throw at him. He's working with the terrorist rulers in one part of Africa. So he will not, they don't even want to go there. They will not even, it is not about whether it is from a immigration appeal court or not. It doesn't matter. It's a court.
Because you know what I'm saying is, that I'm sorry for cutting short. Yeah. What I'm saying is that this is the way they declared Afghanistan a terrorist nation. It was through the court before it went to the parliament, and the parliament had declared it. So I want us to spin it very well and guide it very well, because they are coming with their own spin tomorrow. But I want us to use it to our advantage.
I disagree with you. Don't use the word spin. The truth is the truth. If we put the word spin in it, it means that we're trying to color it as what it is not.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I agree with you.
They're running away from their country. Their country is a weapon fashioned against them. I mean, that's terrorism. Our government is terrorizing us. So there's no need to spin it. Just say it as it is, so the world will know. It is now left for the gullible Nigerians, like Mr. Elvis always say. Gullible Nigerians, for them to take action. No, that's up to them.
You see what I just.
Thank you, Oga Pereira, for correcting me there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you see what I've just read now again is that same PDP politician that came to Canada to seek for political asylum, in the process of him gaining political asylum, he himself, in his own deposition and statement, he has described the PDP, the party that he was a member. He gave the government so much information.
Yes, Oga Jonathan, yes, you are right. He gave the lot of information.
Because he was desperate that he thinks that by doing all of that, they will give him political asylum. But it was a shocker, because the moment they realized that this person is a politically exposed person, the judge requested for report from the federal.
He was even telling them that he flip-flop from PDP to APC.
Yeah. The guy moved.
Black Panther.
The guy moved.
Black Panther.
Yes, sir.
There is no way we will use this thing. There is no way we will use this thing to get, because already Nigeria, a lot, like what Mr. Ferrara said, there are a lot of cases against our sitting president, which did not work anything. The whole of Nigeria know that our sitting president is a convicted president, is a criminal. So that one cannot remove him in power. The only thing Nigeria will campaign and remove APC in power is through the hunger and the revolution that they will come and move out and say, we will defend our vote. If you try to rig it, you will go along. Like I mentioned yesterday, MC Olomo, you remember what happened to him in 2019. So every politician who thinking of rigging elections should also understand this very thing. So it's going to be difficult to use this one to say we want to use it and campaign for 2027.
No, it's not going to be difficult.
APC
My brother,
Black Panther.
It's not going to be difficult.
I like it, but APC can change the name. Go and pick Aru MC.
No, you see, let them change their name. Let them change. You know why it's going to be difficult? Look, this process, this thing has been used here before. When in American election, where they had to, their own was like a reverse. They had to say this constantly until it became and landed in the heart of an average low-income earner that is trying to move into the middle class. They spin it, they say it, said it, until they put it there and they now believe, and they went with that belief to vote. This are psychological thing we can put there. It is real. It is real.
At least at the minimum, you will win some people back. You will get some people back to their senses. Not all of them, not majority of them, but some. Back to their senses.
Because we can. Okay.
Yeah. It's Nigeria.
Mr. Jonathan, if I may ask, Mr. Jonathan, if I may ask you this question. Is it today that you are aware that APC is a terrorist
It is one thing.
organization?
See, it is one thing for
Aerofires came out to tell us that they organize people with weapons. Did
but
he not
see,
tell us?
yeah, you see, if you say, for example, if anybody says that in Nigeria, you could be arrested and jailed, and prosecuted and jailed in Nigeria. But now you can say it. You can say it in Nigeria now, because if you say it, you will say it. Now people call Agbado, Mr. Tinubu, they call him a drug baron. Why? And they go away with it. Even on national TV in Nigeria, people will say that we have a drug peddler, a former drug peddler as the president of the country. You can't do anything because there is a court document, whether it is from Nigeria or not. Now you can say it now. You can
very clearly, you can say it, and it will stick.
I'm not the one that says it. It is based on this record. That is it. So I'm not just alleging. It is based on it. See, today in Nigeria, if you like, go and do whatever you want to say. They will say a court, the Supreme Court of Nigeria has declared Tinubu as the president. So what are you going to say? Is a proof. The court. So you can.
That is why other countries are following suit to call him the president.
My only concern now is that with Mr. Peter Obi now continue to associate with PDP, because he's going to be confronted with this question.
He not to join PDP again, lie.
No, the PDP case, that one don't close. PDP
he don't close. that make me at the tell and I say, I never get to the happen. PDP don't close, chapter close. Obi can go there again.
See what is happening in my state, Mr. Jonathan.
Yeah.
Only we can divide local government chairman. Some APC. Select 2 or 3 give PDP. Are you seeing a country how it's working? Look at Rivers State.
My brother, let them be do am. He go end now. He go end.
Somebody don't predict, though. Somebody don't predict. I'm not sure whether on Niger platform or one of the panelists, but somebody has predicted that APC and PDP will still form a coalition, that they will come together.
Now we can already form the coalition. We can already form it with them. That is what is happening. Now Rivers State is controlling APC and PDP. There is no distinct. Go to Akwa Ibom, it's the same thing with Akpabio. Go to Delta State, it's the same thing happening. It's APC. So they are doing the thing. They don't already form the coalition. Now you know they outside, you are not seeing it that way.
No. This is interesting. I want to see Bayo Nonuga's comment on this one. This is a serious one. This is beyond. In fact, this one is even beyond. This one is beyond Bwala. Now Bayo Nonuga go handle this one.
No worry, go see attack on Canadian this thing. Then attack they go come. You go see tomorrow. You go hear attack.
Okay, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I am foreseeing a lot of things that we have discussed here. One, Alabo said one thing about changing of name. That might happen because what is his name? The former governor of Rivers State, Wike, is in a dilemma now as it is, because they've already declared both parties a terrorist organization, which we have the right to say they are terrorist organization now until the court reverse that thing.
Yes, sir.
2, we can now see that the tactics of Peter Obi is a new tactics that is working for him. If Peter Obi has gone in and said, oh, let me see if I can, let me talk with PDP people, what I will see space there. It would have been a dent. Remember what Mr. Naja always say, make it not go rub himself with red oil, make it not too fast. And you know the word of God said, we should not be fast in speaking. It is not only in speaking, in going into anything, we should be very cautious of everything our move we make. That is why I'm always very supportive of Peter Obi, because
I know I've learned to understand him very clearly. He has a theory which is following. And anytime he does it, a lot of us will say, make it talk now, make it talk now. But at the end, Peter Obi is still waxing stronger and getting higher in the hearts of every Nigerian. So that is a good tactic. And I believe we can learn something. And even some of us can write a book on this the political tactics that is using against people that have looted a country known to the world. I believe we should learn a lot of things from Peter Obi, because you have to look before you jump. Many people don't even know that wisdom is very tactical. Peter Obi has been cool because he knows these people very well. Even if he's talking to them, even if he's respecting them, let's come to think now. If Peter Obi has been disrespecting and saying, oh, Atiku was this and was that, he was using logic, will it be very easy for them to now speak right on Peter Obi as the coalition is going place now? It will not be very easy, because they will tell you about how he disrespected them. Even when we were not in his own group, he disrespected me. I'm older than him. I chose him as the former vice president. So I believe we are all learning a lot of political tactics. I'll call it political ideology from Peter Obi now, that we should watch very well, and look at the way he approached every political issues. And we should also try as much as possible to also even apply that in our life. It is good to be patient. We can now see the dividends of being patient. We didn't know what was going on, and now they declared the political party a terrorist group. Now it is defined, we find another group to enter, because if you are a party to terror, you are a terrorist. Thank you, my brother.
Mr. Black Panther, one thing is that, Peter Obi is a borrow course for all university in Nigeria. And people should look at it. With this, you can see he has never ignored any, even if APC invite him, because Peter Obi believe what? If you look at 2023 election, Asurok supported Peter Obi, that is APC. So the Obidient is in everywhere. So that is why you cannot call Peter Obi anywhere. He's a leader of the opposition. If PDP call, he's not going to behave as if, these people, why am I going? Remember when Shewun asked him a question? What about these people? They are calling them they are corrupt. He told them that he need them because he need to ask them questions to know. They will be able to tell you what they understand, why this thing happened. So he said everybody is important. So that is a kind of human being somebody should look at. His body language, how he's doing. So he's not disrespecting anybody. He's here, but I'm telling you people, Daniel Bwala will congratulate Peter Obi in 2027. You see, the confusion is that they will continue to wait, saying that Peter Obi does not have a platform. My brother, I'm telling you people, Agbado no go know the platform he go do. It might be any party, but me, I know
Their
we
own
will know
platform, they don't destroy them now.
there is a platform that is there waiting for Peter Obi.
think I
But
said
they will never know. They will
I
never
think
know.
I think I said earlier that Bwala and Omokri and all of them will come out and say is a judgment from the immigration court. But further, digging now, I've seen that I think the Nigerian government had a glimpse of this even before we do, and they push for this case to go now from the immigration. It went to the Canadian Federal Court. So it was a federal judge that upheld that section of the judgment that the immigration judge,
Wow.
So it is the Canadian Federal Court that now upheld that the activities of APC and PDP fit terrorist organization under the Canadian federal law. So they cannot twist it now and say because that's what they wanted to do. That I'm in my own estimate that they want to reduce it or degrade it it's an immigration case between one citizen and it's not a national thing. But a federal court upheld it, that both parties fit the definition of a terrorist organization under the Canadian law. So it's not just ordinary as we think.
You know, that Jonathan, I said one thing about definition. You cannot see where it's coming from, because I knew that's the place they are going to spin it around. This wicked politician for Nigeria. Oh, the definition of terrorism. Now you have affirmed it now that the definition itself suits what the judges have spoken about the two political parties, that they are terrorist organization. It fits in. So it will be difficult for them to remove themselves now, because the federal status is behind the judgment. So they are in trouble because their party is useless now.
Oh my God! If this judge finish PDP and APC. He finished. He said
they go prepare my political weapon now.
He said the conduct of APC and PDP include violence, murder, ballot stuffing, ballot snatching, intimidation of voters, and other unlawful acts. Is too widespread and persistent over too great a period of time to disassociate the leadership of the party from their actions. Wow. This is unquote.
They can't escape this now, my brother. They can't escape again.
He finished them. The judge finished them.
I bet more going to prepare on our political weapon. Because I go do them for this one, eh?
Is it ballot stuffing? You know, I always say that the world is watching. They think the world is not watching. MC Oluomo and their likes, all they did. The one that Wike did in Rivers State, they think it's all over. The world is watching. You see, as Dr. CN we always see on this platform, you will say they have the ambassador, and the ambassador or the high commissioner will write a report. It will give them the real state of the matter, and it is what their intelligence will now use. You know, they don't care about what Nigerians are saying. They don't care about what the media is saying. They will wait for the report from their ambassador, who is on ground in Nigeria, and he will compile a report and give it to the government of his country. And based on that report, they will form an intelligence. And this is what we're saying. So how did the judge in Canada know that there was ballot stuffing, ballot snatching, intimidation of voters? We think it is only in Nigeria we are crying about it. They know everything. You know,
even our diasporans, we have contributed a lot, and we are doing the right thing by exposing all the atrocity and the abnormalities that Nigerian politicians are doing. We might not what we have spoken in the past and the revelation we have brought forward, we might think we are throwing those points into a basket full of holes. But we are putting it in a deposit bank in the future, and for other countries to see what we have been speaking about. At least this is something that, even a point that you can take in your bag and go to the parliament, wherever parliament you are going to in the world, and you tender it, they will believe you, because a court that has power has spoken and have made a judgment on the two political parties. So they don't have anything than to say, because we are going to preach this to the end of the earth. We are going to preach it until they go down. PDP and APC, they must go down.
Sarah reporter finished them. I'm telling you, they put out the copy of the judgment. It's online now.
Yes, everything is online now. They can't escape it.
Oh my God, they finished them.
I'm going to print all of them out. I'm just watching it from the system. I'll print all of them out, and I'm going to study it too. Pick out the gray areas, and use that as my own weapon to form a political emblem against them because they can't run away from this now. People should wake up. Let them come and spin it the way they want to do. Let them put tribalism, everything. We are getting ready because we have sowed seed for long. We should be getting ready with how to do the campaign for them. Let me see where they're going to campaign to. If they no go change name, they will change that name, oh, the way I'm seeing it. Because the dent upon them is too great that they can now spin it. It's not going to be easy for them to spin because now they've given all their pressures that they are putting upon ADC and some other political parties that want to, rise up, that they are using EFC to pursue. They will hands down now because it has been, they've qualified them in a judgment in Canada that they are terrorist group. And what does terrorist group do? They go after people's life. They go after people that are saying, we don't love the way you people are running the country. You are running the country down. It is proven. They have to step down because everything about terrorism is going after people that meant well for the country. What the president is doing now is going after people that say that disagree with him. That's exactly what he's doing. Can he take a stone now and throw it into a glass house? He can't, because he's even more corrupt than the people that he's going to meet to catch to say they are corrupt. Every members of his cabinet are corrupt.
You see the other thing in that judgment, Mr. Alabo, you are here. That Nigerian PDP politician, he testified in court that he's aware of ballot snatching and stuffing in Rivers State. Now, in deposition with that, inside that.
Can you imagine that? Can you not see it?
He admitted to ballot snatching in Rivers State.
Our Supreme Court don't This one don't stain them too. They don't enter trouble in short. Mogu continue. Supreme Court will tell us the judgment they make now. You can see how they make caricature of our Supreme Court. You can see how they make caricature of it.
Wow.
When we say there was ballot snatching, when we say they wrote the result, the Supreme Court said, go and bring the proof. We bring proof. We give them every proof. They say, no, bring the proof from those that masterminded it, INEC. How can Supreme Court be saying that?
In fact, it's there's so much to say. The guy tell them now, they even tell the guy, say he downplay it, that his involvement is greater than what he has given them.
You see?
One of the judge, that he downplayed it for the purpose of getting asylum, but
maybe they told him that if you tell us the truth, we'll give you that asylum. Maybe that was a bargaining chips. That was the bargaining chip they put to him. You understand? Because they only do this thing in Europe. They'll say, okay, we'll protect you. You say the truth, we'll protect you.
What the guy did was that the guy was denied asylum. So the guy now appealed. He now took, and in that appeal, the way it works in Canada is that when the immigration judge deny an application for asylum, you appeal now.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, we need to round up in 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The appeal now, thank you, Mr. Evie. The appeal now is not against the immigration. The appeal now is against the Canadian government. So it was that man in that judgment versus the Minister of Safety in Nigeria, in Canada. So for the minister to defend the government of Canada, he had to support it with intelligence report. So it's a serious.
I would say thank you, Naija Watch, and Naija Watch. That thing, terrorist group, you got to put it one side for this Naija Watch TV. You put on there like that, advert, so that people will see them. APC and PDP terrorist organization.
We'll discuss it tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, everyone. I think
I'm tired. I can know from his voice.
Yes, I'm tired. Very, very tired. It's not easy. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. That's why I was staying back for those of you on the panel to just talk within yourselves. It was a very, very busy day for me. I'm in the UK now, so there are so many activities that one need to do with family and all that. Then coming on air is not too easy, So yeah. So, but we are going to start taking one day off from weekend now. So from this weekend, I'm going to start taking one day off from weekend. But which of the day that I take off, we can still come live if the topic is a high topic. Yeah, I don't mind, can randomly come in, but at least one day off. In case you guys don't see me for that one day, you just know that yeah, is a day off. And yeah, but uploading video maybe one or two during the day, we might do that as well if we can, but it's not compulsory. Monday to Friday back to back is not bad. The Saturday and Sunday, any of the one that I'm available, we can just do it an hour, and that's yes, sir.
Are you preparing yourself for this week? Because this week is going to be very hectic for information. Because this terrorist group where I just label on them, so over talk don't start for every corner.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow, but let's see how it goes. Like I said, on the day I'm having off, and you guys want to discuss something, and you want me to come on air, somebody must be really like Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan, both of you, I can see both of you work together today by managing yourselves. Yeah, I don't mind. I'll just turn the broadcast on, and you guys can manage it from there. I don't mind. But when there's nobody that want to do that, then I'll just take it completely off. And if it's my off day and somebody want the broadcast to continue, you can reach out to me privately, come and turn the broadcast on and let us do it by ourselves. I don't still mind doing that, but literally it's still going to look like we are still here every day. But I want people to know that we need one day off, so that, a lot of people looking us from afar think that this is just something that we are ordained to do. No, we're just doing it to have a better country. Look at my wonderful panelists talking since. Almost everybody have families. We don't have to do what we're doing here. We need to be encouraged. Thank you.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Does the name Douglas Evareva, sounds familiar to you?
No, I don't know him, but he's from Benin.
No politician.
He's from Benin. He's one of the satanic people, I guess. I don't know.
He can easily talk satanic.
Then
they go catch you.
Catch you for where? What are you talking about?
They call it satanic.
So who is going to catch me? Who want to catch you? The kind of word will come out for your mouth, so that they understand. I live in Nigeria now. I they run from. I be like.
No, I mean, the day they will tell you, say, hey, you are the one calling us satanic.
They never born that person. They never born her. Catch me for waiting now. Anyway, yes, Mr. Jonathan, I don't know why you asked that.
You mean no, because I think that I was thinking that this man operated, within the PDP.
I don't even know him. As long as he's affiliated with terrorists, he's satanic. Simple. I don't know him. I don't want to know him. I'm not interested. To be honest, I'm not interested.
We are going to make a research on him anyway. To know him proper.
So I don't damage Nigeria. They'll go to seek asylum for another person country. It's crazy now.
Don't mind them. People.
Let's talk about this tomorrow. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Now, God bless you. Now, thank you very much, Mama Esho, and I want to thank our guests that came in. Thank you very much, Dr. Mo. God bless you. Thank you. Your submissions were very, very wonderful. I appreciate and I wish you success in your pursuit, in your career. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, Mr. Dua, Mr. Alabo, Mr. Alaba. Black Panther, give us a mandate. I appreciate every one of you. We've come to the end of this broadcast right now. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, fingers crossed, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. Look out for our pre-recorded video during the day if we can. I appreciate you all, and those of you that support chatted also, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mother Peggy Modi. Thank you, God 7 year. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. And my people on the comment section, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you. and I love you so much. Thank you, Abu Azim, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thank you, Honors Tutu. Thank you very much. God bless you. I appreciate you. And thank you very much, Mother Peggy Modi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone right there. Wisdom, I can see you right there. Love Maduka. Thank you very much. Madam Amen Bride, and many, many more. And people, we've come to the end of this broadcast. Allow us to end the show right now. Fingers crossed. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 7 p.m. so that we can continue from where we stop. Make I use this music, make una take fresh in our brain this evening. Good night.
Fine girl,
Oh yeah, money she fine gone. She fine gone. She fine gone. Money she fine gone. Hey, one more now. Hey, one more now. I said she know the struggle to find.